Welcome back to Scarlet Fever TV. Nice to see you all. Chris, how's it going, pal?
Going very well, pal. Had a good week. How about you?
Not too bad. Had a lot of ups and downs. Been a lot of things going on behind the scenes. But I won't bore you with that now. We have got first game of the season. I mean, it was exciting for the friendlies, wasn't it? But first game of the season, league game. I'm really excited.
I've been looking forward to it all week.
Yeah, well, you know what, right? I actually woke up, you don't know this, I'm about to tell you, right? I actually woke up this morning, I don't know, it's just like, oh, the butterflies are there a bit, I was excited, I was like, I realised, oh, it's today, it's finally here. I was like, oh, calm down now, because you've got till 5, this is about 8:30, I woke up, 9 o'clock, I think. I opened my eyes, I was like, oh, straight away, I'm like, can't wait, yes, sure. And I thought, calm yourself down now. Don't be too excited just yet, because it's a long part of the day to go. You've got a lot of things to do to get done and all this. Next thing, message comes to you, text me, game day, like I was like, yes. It's brilliant, and that was it. I haven't stopped all morning and all day. I was like, obviously me and you have been doing a lot of behind the scenes work with regards to the scoreboard, and as you can see, guys, it's not just a special one for it being the first game of the season. It's also a dedication to the memory of a fan that we had sad news about his passing during the week of Roy Pimpernel Davies. As you know, some of you probably aware that I've got a YouTube channel and social media accounts of Scarlets Pimpernel. He was the inspiration behind it. He was the reason I had it, because he said, yeah, use that. You know, I asked him, so we had a special relationship. Everybody had a good relationship with him. There will be a little bit of all of us chatting and remembering him at half time. So, but we're going to discuss the game now. First of all, I was like catching up with what happened last night. I don't know if you saw, Chris, what was happening.
Highlights the games.
I actually watched the Cardiff game, and it was there was a lot going on for it. It wasn't, in fairness, right? I mean, I've tried to watch the Pro 14 and Pro 12 games in the past, and they're a hard watch. They used to be a hard watch, right? Yeah. But in fairness, I quite enjoyed it. I mean, straight off the bat, I mean, they were very unlucky with 60 seconds. Reece Priestland had to go off HIA, and couldn't come back on the field. And then his replacement, Jared Evans, I think it was within about quarter hour, he went up for a high ball, had a knee into the chest, and they reckon, he's done something to his sternum, which any injury to the sternum, even just a good sort of jab to the sternum, will wound you without even damaging it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
If you were having a knee into it. And the thing is, he was in mid-jump as well, so he was totally prone. He was probably sort of like your lungs were full of air at the time. He was totally for about 10 minutes, I think it was, he was down, or at least 5. He just couldn't get a breath. He was totally rolling in agony. So I hope he's all right. But it's not looking great then for Cardiff. Obviously, the two outs of half down within the first quarter hour. So they ended up having to have 2 scrum halves playing as half backs, right? I mean, they actually did well together. Well, obviously the scrum half well, but I think it was Lloyd Williams, was it? Came on. I'm not sure which one was which one played outside half, but he did very well. I think it was Lloyd Williams.
I think he's played outside half before as well, Lloyd Williams. I'm pretty sure I've seen him slot into there for Wales on a couple of occasions as well, you know?
Yeah.
In like friendlies and that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure I've seen him slot in there when there's been injuries or what have you, so...
Yeah. I don't know what's happening with... Anyway, but... So what I was thinking was, I'd watched a bit of Cardiff during the... pre-season, and they looked very good in pre-season. And I that's why I watched that game last night. I wanted to keep an eye on what are they going to be like. They're actually showing it now the highlights on S4C. I can see that they're running through them quickly. But it's they weren't great, but they look like they got something that they're going to be better than what they were, I think. Jack Smith's in and he says Cardiff have got a bit of a problem, but they will do well. Yeah, they've got a problem in that position now. Be interesting to see what solution Dai Young does around that problem he's got. And it's not sort of thing you want happening in your first game. I mean, they have to react to it during the match, which they did quite well, but it was Connacht at home. So, right. But then going into, like, you've got to start travelling around the teams in the tournament now, and there's some tough teams, and they'll exploit any weakness. If you imagine going away to Ulster now, they're good at it. If there's a weakness in your side, they'll exploit it.
They will, yeah.
But there's footage of Dwayne Peel sliding in Estradi, and I think it was...
Love to see it, don't you?
I think it was a Neath player, put an elbow in his back of his head as he scored, and he just gave him a shove back. Like,
that's it, yeah. Actually, on the video they tweeted, I did see it.
So, nice to see you. Thank you, Jack Smith, for the comments coming in. As you can see, I've tried to set up the chat and a few other things, events and things like that. As you do them, as you interact, that they will pop up on the screen. Is Ian Evans try against Australia? They're showing the Ella move. And the celebration, the chest bump celebration as well, which
that's it. That's the one.
Yeah, they're reminiscing over Dwayne Peel's what is grabbed there and pack of Scarlets. They could do with a paint, I reckon. But they're showing this try from Harry Hughes, where he scissors with Combia. Well, anyway, let's get back onto this game tonight. Team-wise, we've gone. Some early team news that's broken earlier. Apparently that is it Sam Lucy is out.
Sam Lucy is out, yeah.
So what was
Tom Price has come in for him, and I forget the boy's name. Sean Evans has come onto the bench.
Right. It's strange, isn't it? You'd have thought. Well, obviously they let Morgan Jones go to Llandovery today, didn't they? So Jason Palmer just popped in the chat there. Have a good feed, guys. Unfortunately, I'm working today. Amos and
how's it going, Jace?
Yeah, that's a good shout, Jace. That's a good shout, actually. I forgot about Amos. But yeah, and Jace, we'll have to drag you back in because there was talk about him coming in for this stream, but things have been hectic this week. So we're gonna get whoever's in there in the chat at the moment. if you are interested in doing either a live stream for the watch along or just a post-match chat coming on to Zoom with one or both of us, then let us know, drop us a line.
Absolutely.
We'd love to sort of open this out to general fans. If you've got something on your mind, guys, and you want to talk about it and you want to air your views, then this is the place. This is what me and you,
absolutely.
Chris, this is what me and Chris are using it for.
Absolutely, Paul, absolutely.
But yeah, getting back to the team news, obviously. So Sam Newsy is out, and what did you say? Who was Jack Price? No, is it Jack Price? Jack Price has replaced him. Yeah.
Sean Evans.
No. Who's replaced Sam Newsy?
Tom Price.
Tom,
the one who was with us before, and he went to.
Yes.
Where did he go? Was it Exeter? He went to somewhere? Or?
Oh, Exeter. That's right.
Yeah, because we had him from Leicester, didn't we?
From Leicester, came to us, went to Exeter, come back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
he's starting. Now, that some people already had a little bit of nerves about our second row. And we'll get to the rest.
I'd like to see them people know.
Well, this is it, exactly, right? I wasn't. And I'll give you one flat reason that should just alleviate. For this game, it shouldn't be a problem. Have you seen the pitch we're playing on?
Yes, I'm looking at it right now,
yeah.
And it is like carpet.
Right.
It looks like.
In that having bulky second rows is negated on a pitch like this. Really, you want athletes. I agree, yeah. You want athletes, right? There's not going to be a big dog fight on the floor. There's not going to be a big sort of like where it's tight on like a big heavy pitch, right? Then a big second row can cause the opposition damage, right? But it isn't as I mean, I remember Glasgow on their pitch. They used to have Nakarawa, yeah. He's left now, obviously, but he would be like, gliding across the pitch, top of the minute. Oh, there's a Scarlets fan up there, look. They're interviewing, I can see.
Yeah. Do you know who that is? I don't know who she is.
I don't know, there's another guy as well now.
There's a few of them.
Yeah, there's
Go on then.
I think there's a few, I spoke to a few that they actually live up there. Like we all would. If you're living away, but the Scarlets are playing local enough for you to get to it, you'd
go watch it,
go watch it, you know.
Absolutely.
And this is what that used to happen. And as you can see, we've put a little tribute to Roy on our scoreboard this week. And there's a photo of him on the scoreboard there, and that photo is actually in Reading. And that's where we all sort of got to know Roy was when he was, and all the other London-based Scarlets. They would manage to get those away games in England, and that's where we all got to know them then, and they stick in your memory, innit? But we'll chat about that later.
That's right, yeah.
So going back to the team, a couple of other little selection. Dan Davies in the back row at 7. I was quite surprised. I don't know, but I mean, the options are limited at the moment because there's quite a few open sides that are still injured. But the one that really took me aback, it doesn't worry me, but I didn't think Dwayne Peel would have gone with Ryan Conbeer on the wing. I thought that Tommy Rogers would have had that spot, being an international now.
Yeah, you would have, but let's be honest, in the pre-season games, Ryan Conbeer has done more. He scored 2 or 3 against Nottingham.
And he
scored that beauty against Leicester with hardly any space to work in. I know it was a straight run all you had to do basically, but
they gave it
was still a lot to do. Yeah. He had half a gap more or less, and he was through it, and he was gone, and he ended up scoring. Like, I mean, he's super fast.
Right. Oh, there's a message in the chat here from Amber Phillips. I don't know if you know who she is, Chris, but she's saying the woman on the screen is Dan Jones's mum. No, we were talking about the
Dan Jones's mum, is that her?
Dan
Jones'
okay. Mum, the mum of Dan Jones. Dan's the
and someone else, Mike Reese, is saying, love the scoreboard, guys.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike, for... Because that was a team effort, really, over the space of over a week.
Pretty much over a week, yeah, pretty much.
It's not just the making of the image, it's I don't know if you've seen it in action before, Mike Reese, but it is actually interactive. The clock works, and we'll be updating the scores as they go along as well. And to get that element, it's all very well creating an image, That's the easy part. It was to embed it into our stream and for me to be able to operate it here like Scott Brunel used to in Stradi, yeah? Rob,
you don't even need to watch a game.
Sorry, go on.
I was saying people don't really need to watch a game if they want to. You know, we get everything we need here. The time is there.
Exactly.
And the score and everything, you know.
And anybody new here, if you haven't subscribed already, please drop a little subscribe and click the bell, so then when we do go live during midweek, we're going to have lots of little sort of shows that we're going to do, like quick quarter-hour segments. We're going to do any breaking news. We're going to look to react to it as and when. So if you haven't subscribed already, then please click subscribe and click the bell, because it's for the club, man. Yeah?
It is for the club, man. That's right, that is.
So, yeah. Rob Coslet's in the house, very good friend of ours. Not expecting a win, he says, but we need to show a structure for the season and a huge improvement in defence. I think, to be honest, Rob, you're right. I don't disagree with anything you've said there. I think we have been seeing it since, and I know it's only friendlies, and you can't take much into the Nottingham game because it was our third tier of squad players playing mostly in that game. But
yeah, it was.
There's been consistency of whoever's come in, they've played the same way. We played in the patterns. He said, my single concern for the season is our lack of big second row. Here we go, we were just discussing this before you came in, Rob.
Yeah.
I think we have the rest of the squad covered though. Yes, I agree. I have never seen a Scarlets squad so stacked in depth, where if we needed to replace John Davies and Scott Williams, admittedly, they are a class above. There will be a little drop off, but it's not that much. In that you've got Johnny Williams, you've got Taylor Morgan, you know, and even like Steph Hughes. If you have, you know, they can do a job. You know what I mean? And considering, you know, fifth choice centre would be, you know, you're looking at. I mean, I'm not sure if they played. I mean, you got Tommy Lewis is still injured as well, and you know there was people like that that's coming through, very promising. With so much time. The scrum halves. The only one is causing a bit of a thing, and it is the outside half. Now I know I've had a discussion with Jason Palmer about this, and we slightly disagree. We don't totally disagree, but we slightly disagree on the merits of Dan Jones. I know obviously he's been picked to start today, so Dwayne Beale, and I think it is the right call for this game, in that if you're going to make a change, like if you don't want Slippery Sam Costello to play all game, then you don't start with him. Just like did he start or came on against Leicester, didn't he?
But
he came on against
I'm pretty sure he started, didn't he?
Whenever he comes on in those last 20, he changes the game. He changes the tempo.
Tired legs and his, like, you know, attacking flair, if you like. Because he has got attacking flair, let's be honest. So you see some of the video. You go on YouTube and type in Sam Costello highlight video, and you see some of the stuff from his under-20s and all this.
You can tell, because did you notice?
He is lightning.
You know, in the Leicester Tigers chat on YouTube before that stream that they did you see they were giving him a bit of abuse, their fans?
Just gutted he's gone, didn't he?
Because they gutted he's gone, exactly. You wouldn't do that if it was someone you'd actually say, oh, all the best of luck. If you're not that bothered, if you're bitter about it, you would come out with a remark like that, and they did. So
you would,
there you go. You know what I mean? There was a comment here. Rob Cosler says, apparently Joe Roberts has maintained his good start, and Corey Baldwin too. That's another two that I love. I like the look of Corey Baldwin, and I got that he's had a little bit of an injury to his toe, I think. And because I was expecting him to have the wing spot, Corey Baldwin, okay? If they hadn't, but once I heard he had an injury, I was expecting them to pick Tommy Rogers, because he played well against Leicester.
Maybe he's had a knock as well, we don't know, do we?
We don't know, because he's not on the bench either, is he, Tommy Rogers? Because they've gone.
No, maybe, you know, he was meant to start and took a bump in training on Thursdays, I mean, or...
This is it, and they've gone for Tommy, Johan Nicholas on the bench. He's the only three-quarter cover we've got on the bench there.
He's impressed me, mind, in the early season,
because I think he came
pre-season game, So, and against Nottingham, I know we say again, it's Nottingham. He was carving up some huge angles.
Boys are coming out.
What the hell? They got to walk from Murrayfield into the new ground.
Aye. You don't expect them to build a stadium thing, do you?
Bit of a warm-up, anyway.
It's like Cardiff, or Cardiff do that sometimes.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Games. So,
come on then, boys.
That's exactly what you said as well. A bit of a warm-up for the boys. It's nice to see us playing in our Scarlet jerseys as well.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to turn this up now, you know.
New jersey. Foxy's having a bit of issues with the collar there.
With the collar, yeah. You know,
as are we all.
Well, just give it, they'll have to get the scissors out and just give it a snip.
Little snip down there, perfect, yeah.
But, so what's going on in the chat here? Guys, whoever's in here as well, can you pop a share and a retweet to it on your Twitter, so get the word out there as well. Edinburgh just coming out here. Got a cool kit, it's nice and different, I think, that kit is, isn't it? I'm trying to think. Well,
it is nice, it's fresh. Like,
didn't the Scottish football used to have a similar kit to that?
I have no idea, I don't look at that shape, Paul. Jack Smith, what do you think about the captain change, though? He says, I think it relieves Ken of a lot of pressure, lets him play. I think, I'll be honest with you, since he's been captain, I don't think he's been as good as what he has been before. Not since he's been captain, maybe the last season or two.
Yeah.
I think he's had his eye on one eye on the Lions spot as well. I know, but I think with him being relieved that duty, you know, it will help him. You know, I think Foxy's ready for the captaincy.
Sniper Piper. We've got an Edinburgh fan in here, boys. Welcome, Sniper Piper.
Hey, welcome on in.
Come on, Edinburgh, let's go. Right, it's on. Yeah, I think we might surprise you. I take it on the captaincy. I think it was the right move. I think Ken. This thing about having a hooker as captain, they don't see enough of the game. Kicked off here, Edinburgh, bit of a clumsy take, and we got the ball.
Early start.
This is what I was seeing from Edinburgh in the pre-seasons. Very, very low on skills.
Jamie Ritchie doesn't normally drop out, does he?
Right, not good sign. They've been very, very not much pattern to their play in their pre-season games. Obviously, it could all change in this game. You don't know.
Absolutely, yeah, it could.
Their backs seem they're very good specimens, but they don't tend to play fluidly at all. There was no patterns. I don't think I saw them go out to get further than 3 or 4 phases without them making a mistake to break it down. So I think our defence needs to be calm here. Just defend. Don't worry too much. Edinburgh, and right now, don't look capable of going all the way upfield, phase after phase, like Leinster would. Do you get me? And like once Leinster
I know what you're saying, based on the pre-season stuff.
Edinburgh, from what I was watching, and I watched both games, and they didn't look great, and they weren't even up against that great opposition either. It could be that the opposition they were playing sort of dragged them down into that mistake fest.
Maybe, maybe. Drag them down to their level sort of thing, yeah?
Yeah.
As you say, you had mistake fest. Kieran Hardy knocks it on the base.
It does happen, you know? But it's okay. We're in territory where I'm quite comfortable. I'm quite relaxed about the game.
Yeah. Well, let's put it this way, right? Before we went live, Nick, I had a quick game of the rugby Challenge 4 game on the old PC here.
Right.
I went, it was Edinburgh v Scarlets. I went as a Scarlet. I had the team exactly as it is today, or starting 15 at least. And it finished 14-12 to the Scarlets, and it was Blade Thompson with a brace.
Ah, right.
So that's my prediction for you. 14-12 Scarlets, Blade Thompson on a brace.
Keep that in mind. Remind us later if it comes true.
If it does, I'll be clipping it up and all sorts. Don't worry about it.
I just want to go to the chat quickly because Rob Cosnet has just mentioned something here that he says, just wanted to say that the tribute to Roy is superb, gents. What a passionate fan, outspoken and opinionated, but always wanted the Scars to be the best they can. A wonderful man. True, Rob. On that note, stick around at halftime because the main tribute we've got lined up for him is taking place at halftime. Okay, so Rob, stick around for that. You know, don't think it's all stopping at halftime. Edinburgh come off the base
Kieran Hardy.
Here. It's almost a break, but we're doing all right there just to stop it early, and we just seem to be sitting out and trusting our defence here and making them try and go through hard yards.
Not committing the rucks as well too much in a minute. It's good.
I just wanted to mention as well, obviously me and Chris are on the app or online. Oh, it's on. It's
Good
on.
pass.
Oh, here we
Back
go.
on,
Go on,
yeah.
Fox.
Go on the Fox. Go on the Fox.
Go on! This is as soon as we get ball in hand, we're causing them problems straight away.
Yeah, we are, yeah. Jamie Ritchie's off his feet there, ref, got to be.
Oh, a lovely pop pass. Oh, he shouldn't have thrown the second one, though. I was just saying, because we're watching it on the app, you might be miles behind us, and if that's a problem, there is one solution, that if you've got the ability to pause your TV, just to resync, so that what you're hearing from us is in sync with what you're watching, that is one option, okay? Yeah, so good. This is exactly, so far, how I envisaged this game. They've knocked on again there. They're not taking any high balls. They're very nervous, and we are causing them problems in every phase of play so far. Let him go, because that's down. Thank you. Right. Come on then, Dan. We're spoiled. Look at the gaps.
Oh, Johnny McNichol.
And we're not having to work hard for this. We're not even having to go through, like,
not at the minute,
physical game line rugby. There's gaps everywhere.
We're playing at the minute.
Look,
sevens rugby a little bit.
I'll tell you what their problem is, Edinburgh. They are not making effective tackles, right? Penalty to us. Edinburgh,
we're gaining ground. We're in the gain line every time right now.
But we're not having to work for it. But not only that, they're not completing the tackles. They're allowing the offload in the tackles.
Yeah.
They should be doubling up on us and making a double hit to wrap the ball up. We are just doing what we want at the moment. I told you, I've watched Edinburgh in these pre-season games, and this is exactly what they were like against Newcastle Falcons and against Benetton Treviso. Benetton put like 30 odd points on them. They lost. Alright, Edinburgh scored 50, but Benetton were poor, you know? Anyway, so a kick about 25 metres out for Dan Jones. Let's see if he gets it. For Scarlets to go 3-0 up after would be deserved.
Should we do what they do on the ground? Shh. Go on, Dan, son. Oh.
Missed it.
Is it a hell of a wind there, or was that mental
last game I watched there was. I can't go.
That was a hell of a curl to that ball then, you know? Watch this. Look.
Yeah, I think he could have hooked it as well. I'm glad
Commentary just said,
because I was so excited about the game starting and everything. I didn't have the elements open for me to be able to change the score, and I was fumbling around quickly just in case he got it. So I'm ready now, more or less.
Come on then, Shawnee, let's go. Boom.
So one missed penalty
gaining yards again.
Scarlets, but Scarlets straight back on in possession. I mean, Edinburgh haven't been out their own half so far.
It's nice to see Edinburgh fill out the stadium.
I thought he was going to grab that then. Sorry, Chris, I talked over you there, sorry.
I was having a little joke saying it's nice to see Edinburgh with a fuller looking stadium compared to Murrayfield when they got about 150 people stood around the pitch.
Yeah, it is nice, right, that they built this. I mean, it's only a 10 little aluminium footplate stand, it is, but it is more
serves its purpose.
There's a lot of Scarlet fans there in the background, look.
Aye, a couple.
Oh, and we got it. So that was against the throw, was it?
I believe so, yeah. It was, because Johnny McNichol stabbed that little kick through.
Oh, through his legs! Oh, if he can pick it! Oh, he's got it!
Oh.
Is that a score?
Beautiful!
Or is it forward? No, forward.
He's going to have a look at it, but welcome home, Scotty boy.
Scott, I hope it is. I hope it is, boys. Rob Cosler saying try intent already. I'm just looking back. I'm sorry if you've put a message up and we haven't noticed it and haven't read it out, then just pop it up again.
It's forward.
Yeah, I thought it might be forward.
He threw it in line with the 5-yard line.
Look at this. He did well, Steph did, to keep it in. It's a shame. Ooh, yeah, I'll be honest with you.
No, he threw it in line with the 5-yard line and he's caught it clearly. No way.
He's giving it?
No, they're still talking. Look, they're still talking.
Oh.
No try.
So it's scrum to them now, isn't it?
Unlucky boys, good effort though.
Or is he hasn't given a foot in touch, is he?
No.
Scrum, yeah. But still.
But I'll tell you what though, Scott Williams in how long has he been playing for? 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Back with us.
Yeah.
I scored more tries than he did for Ospreys in 3 years.
Well,
technically, I know it didn't count. But
we're having an armchair ride at the moment. This is too easy so far. And that worries me a bit. It's like if it's this easy in this part of the game and we don't score, you know, because it'll only take a little mistake for them to try and get the crowd behind them and make a break. They're itching to get into this game, Edinburgh, you know.
Oh yeah. I tell you what, I'm surprised there that Steph didn't put on a little left-footed little dink.
Good tackle, but
just into the in-goal area. He's known for that. He does it quite a lot.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he went for that pass rather than just a little nudge, just a little kick cross field sort of thing, side footer.
That was lovely work from Kieran Hardy there. He ruffled the nine's feathers a bit. Then he knocked it on, but then he made a very good ankle wrap tackle around the number 8. So they didn't have Steph Ebb's going grey, is he?
I think it's chalk off the lines, isn't it?
I don't know.
No, it's chalk in pitch, isn't it?
Exactly. They don't have chalk there because the grass doesn't grow. But I mean, if we make the odd mistake, but we're in this position, there's no big problem.
Well, the opening 8,
you know.
The opening 8.5's all been within their deep in the relatively deep into their half, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think we've been out to our half yet, into our own half yet.
Reset scrum, yeah.
Could be here a while, boys.
Yeah, Rob Coslet's saying we're going to nail the points when we have the chances away from home. Exactly. They're going to have a period where they make a little break, even if it isn't. But I mean, I'm impressed so far that we are turning the screw here. And it's quite effortless as well. We're not having to work hard for these field positions and territory and possession. I mean, we got a few years we could go up here. We could get more physical, really. We're actually being a bit sort of basketball-y with the way we're playing.
Yeah.
We could perhaps look to... Yeah, this is what I'm on about there, Edinburgh. Those passes there, now they're good at this, busting up the field and riding tackles, but when they want to have to pass, their accuracy is poor.
Yeah. Not like sharp passing. He's called him back. What's happened here?
Foot in touch.
He's going all the way as well, look.
Yeah. I know they let off then, I think, the tackles. But this is the problem. That's what they're good at. One man with the ball in hand, busting through tackles. They're good at that. But you know, if they've got to pass the ball and put the man into space, they haven't got a clue. They don't know why they're passing. They don't know how to pass to put the man into space. They don't seem to have that in their locker, their backs. But this is what they're good at. You know, ball under their arm and just go in for it. Oh, we had a penalty. I'm
a little bit confused. Why has he been called back there? I didn't see what he did.
We had a penalty for something.
Yeah, he infringed there. I don't know what though.
Did they steal the ball off us, perhaps illegally? Come on.
Maybe.
Oh, it's a little bit sloppy here now.
Go on then, Scott.
And this is what I don't want us to... Oh, shoot! Go on!
No, on the shoulder.
Lovely presentation.
Set it up. I love Shoney Calamafoni, mind.
That's it, Rob. We've got to take it in a little bit more than what we are. That's better.
Go on, big Samson.
Suck them in. And now it's on. Oh, look at this! Oh, it's too easy, boys. It's too easy. It's too easy, boys. Honestly. Where's that guy? Sniper Piper. So what's your thoughts on the game, Sniper Piper? If you're still in here, what do you reckon about that? Is what I've said about your pre-season inaccurate? Or how do you feel about it? Because Edinburgh are going through a similar phase to what we're going through. They've lost their coach.
Side entrance.
They've lost... oh, that's a lovely finish. He didn't need...
That's going to make a nice gift, that is, Nick, boy.
I know, innit? But he didn't need to finish it like that. He didn't need to make the dive.
Yeah, I think he probably seen the guy.
He saw the camera, he's like, I'm having this.
Yeah.
I'm having my Ian Evans moment.
Come on, Dan, boy.
Jack says side entry. So side entry earlier
Side entry was it, okay.
Yeah. And it's pleasing, going to the officials, because
Steph's gone off.
Brace, what's his first name? What's the ref's first name? Brace, his name, isn't it?
Andrew Brace.
Andrew Brace. He can be a bit finicky. It's nice to see, at least if there's something to give, he's giving it towards us.
Yeah.
Where we
Steph Evans has gone off here as well. I don't know if you've seen him walking off there behind Dan Jones. Oh, he's back.
No, he's there. He's probably having a drink, man. He's saying, there's 9-3 and a few of the boys are up there. They've gone up.
Making the noise, like bringing the noise.
He's probably gone to the side of the pitch and said, make sure the Scarlet Fever TV boys make a gif of that try.
That's what he said, probably. That's more than likely it. It's got to be, innit?
It's got to be. What else could it be?
We got to sort of... Our restarts have been a little bit poor, mind, since all pre-season.
But you know what the pleasing thing is, though? They are having to take more restarts from us than we are from them, and we're having all the territory, so the pressure's always on them. So that negates us then. Oh, good defense.
Unadi looked for seen his chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, I know.
Unadi's offside, yeah. The ref hasn't picked it up.
No. See, this is Edinburgh. They're scruffy and there's no shape to them, look. They don't know what they're doing. If they make a break, it's through a missed tackle or something like that. It's not through their systems, you know?
I know what you're saying, yeah.
See? Yeah. When they try to play the same way as what we are, and what's interesting is Mike Blair, the coach, has tried to say we want to be more expansive than what we were under Cockerell. So,
yeah.
And I just don't think they are knock on. They just don't
Let's be honest, right? Let's be honest, any team under Cockerell won't be that expansive and throwing the ball around much, you know, I don't think.
But what he did have was good foundations. Now, if you're going to go away from those foundations, then you better have a good new way of playing straight away, because if you can't get into the swing of it and hit the ground running, you're left with nothing, you know?
Yeah, got it. By the way, Samson Lee dislodged the ball.
Yeah.
I do apologise if you can hear my dog barking in the background. She's in season, so she's a bit of a nightmare lately. Border Collie.
Oh, nice.
She's a pain in the ass.
So, I know what, boys. What have I forgotten?
What have you forgotten? The scoreboard. Jesus Christ, come on, Alan. 5-0, but
you keep do the commentary while I do the scoreboard.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, look at this little wraparound. It's on here. Go on, Ryan, boy. Hi. Recycling. They're counter-rocking a bit, Joe. We're having a bit of issues here. And they've come straight to the middle. Ah, okay. In from the side, penalised. Dan wanted to go quick again, but Kieran Hardy rightfully stopped him, I think. Put it in the corner. Let's win no ball. Win no line out.
And the scoreboard's done. Guys in the chat, if you're watching and you notice that me and Chris have forgotten to do the scoreboard, then just shout out in the chat to us. And I think they're ahead of us because they're saying try. And it looks like we're going for the line here. Yeah, we're over. Gotta be it.
Oh.
Gotta be try.
He's not going to see that. I can see the ball down there.
I saw the ball.
Oh, no, that's a pair of shorts. Tape it is. Sorry, I thought it was on the side of a ball.
Well, this is it. Some of them have got the tape on their legs, and when it's sticking out under the bottom of the bodies, sometimes it looks like
a ball, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, let's have a look.
I tell you what, one day there's going to be a game, and that's going to be given us try, Mike. Someone's going to see tape against the ground.
Do you remember that one where the opposition player scored? He saw a hand on the ball coming through, and it was the player in possession, the defending player grounded it to place the ball back because they got driven back behind the line.
Right, and, I don't remember.
TMO, it was in like Super Rugby, and the TMO thought it was an attack in hand and gave it a try. He's giving it. That's a try. I saw the ball there, man.
I think it is. I think you're right.
I'm telling you, I said I watched Edinburgh diligently in their 2 pre-season friendlies, And I sorry to coin a speedy terrace phrase, but I saw nothing in them. Right? There was nothing in them, guys. And even trying to factor in, we might not play well. I mean, we're not playing that well, We're not playing.
Well, I don't know. We're better than them in a minute.
Yeah, we're better than them, but they're not great, right? In what I'm on about is we slightly getting our balance wrong. In that, if we were up against better opposition now, we'd be getting smashed backwards because we're flicking malls everywhere. We're playing Allen Globes Trotters stuff, right? I wanted to see us be more direct, and for that earlier move where Samson took it in, Rob Evans took it in first. You've got to have that. No try, he said.
No try. All right, fine.
Rob Coslet says, how wasn't that given? I agree with you. That looked like it was down.
Yeah, it definitely looked down to me.
He's given a penalty anyway, is he? We had a penalty coming anyway.
Penalty advantage anyway, yeah.
Yeah, we're kicking for goal. I'm enjoying this so far. I'm getting some messages.
Good hands with the bloke in the crowd then, catching the ball, and Dan Jones kicked. I played to him. He leapt up like a bloody salmon.
Did he fall
like
down?
Barry Davies in his prime.
Did he drop his pipe to fall down the stairs then after? Or...
Nah, I think he totally didn't have one in his hand.
There we go.
Line.
Take. All right, let them have their shove. I said, let them have their shove. Don't let them push us out. Wheel it round. Wheel it round. Come on.
Nah, we're using this, I think. Kieran's looking for it.
They've got to use this now. Oh, there's hands on it now, look. See? Oh, he's offside. There you go. Well spotted, the ref's with us a good sort of...
oh, what's kicking off here? Gilchrist is there, kicking off.
They don't like it up, see?
He's a skipper, isn't he? Is that him? Andrew Gilchrist, I can't tell.
Could be. That's a lock.
So he isn't he, a lock? Gilchrist.
Is it? All right, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he may be number 5, I'm not sure which one's him.
So what they're looking at here now, I hope this doesn't go against us now. No, he's just playing on. So clearly they're rattled, right? They're not liking this.
No, you can see they're getting a bit of Gino. Yeah, it is Grant Gilchrist.
17 minutes, they haven't been in their half properly, apart from that break the guy made where he was called back for a penalty. And we scored off it.
Yeah.
And we scored off it, right? Come on, boys. This is it. They haven't got answer to it.
Here we go, we've beaten the shove this time.
They're all over the place, look. They're struggling. 5's coming in, look. It's there. No, they've won it. No, scrum them. No, this is it. Look at this now. This is what I laugh at, right? You're not in the game, and you finally, you're all right, you manage to drag them all down, and the backs are coming in, slapping and everything. You know? You're not even in the game, you know? So
yeah, they're just congratulating their forwards on good work there, ain't they?
But the way they do it, it's, you could swear it mattered. They got bigger problems, yeah? You know what I mean?
Well, in this instance, it matters, I suppose, isn't it? Because they've stopped the try.
Yeah.
I thought our rolling wall was a bit...
I'd love to see us...
Yeah, look good, yeah.
This is it.
Watch Pierre now when there's 5...
It's the 5 rolling in.
It's split there, how have we gone through?
The one is okay because he hasn't changed his mind, so he's fine. But what Rob Evans needed to do there was, once he realised one is behind me, break away from them all. He can't, he's no part of them all then. So the one would have to let go and go round the back.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What's this? Engine.
Driving in one side. Angling in, sorry. And this guy's dangerous.
Oh my good God, who the hell's this guy? Well done, Steph. You got us.
Let it go out to touch.
That's a 50-22, isn't it?
No,
knock on.
It stayed in.
Hasn't he knocked that on then?
It's knock on. You look.
It looked definitely like a knock on to me. But actually, a piece of
fall defence now. And see what Edinburgh can do. I'm happy if we could try and make them go through like 5 or 6 phases to get any ground, yeah? And they'll struggle. Yeah, the scrum half's gone in, look. That's shocking. Every time. Every time. This is what I'm on about. This is what I was seeing before from them. Every time they had play going their way, they didn't know what to do. Why is a scrum half having a go in and implement
schoolboy area though, mine? Shingler. Dan Davies walking backwards.
There was no organisation there for their partner play. And I'm criticising Edinburgh, and like I see what I'm seeing. If that was the Scarlets, I'd be screaming. Yeah? If the Scarlets had a position like that,
you would be.
They're playing like they're on the away side and they're up against it, Edinburgh. They've got a lot of things to fix about their game, Edinburgh. They're nowhere near what they were in the seasons that we've seen from them under Richard Cockrell.
Still early on, I know, but I know what you're saying right now. They look a little bit sloppy, but that break there only came through Shingler and Dan Davies walking backwards with their back towards the defence.
Yeah.
Towards the players. They should have, don't want to ask a schoolboy error and that's cost a break.
That's good from Kieran Hardy. Come on, boys, you've got to use it. That's good from Kieran Hardy that he didn't throw that and allow it to be disrupted. There's a bit of after there. They're not liking it. Shingler's getting them rattled.
What's the one along here? Schumann, isn't it?
He's round his neck.
What's the prop for Edinburgh, number one? I think his name's Schumann.
We're letting his back into this now, see? From these silly little... This is suiting them to let it be full of mistakes and stop-start. They can't handle once it goes past 3 phases. And I mean that when we're attacking or they're attacking. They don't know what to do after 3 phases of rugby in attack.
Yeah.
They don't. And this is what I noticed when I was watching them. It was a tough watch, but I watched the whole game against them playing against Newcastle Falcons.
Oh, that's where they played, didn't they? In Newcastle, yeah.
No, it was that year. It was their first game. They lost. They lost like 29-14. And Newcastle,
well, they played it in this ground here, did they?
It was their first game. Because it's a new ground. And what's it done, mate? Good tackle.
Someone else hold on to him. Schumann, that's him. He's a bit of a vicious guy, isn't he?
Over, sealed off his feet, on his hands. That second guy.
Look at it go up there.
Right, let's see what they can do here now, man. See, it's the same thing. He's holding on there now. Penalty every time.
Every single time.
Their support play is non-existent once they go past 3 phases. And this is exactly what I was watching when they were playing Newcastle. Sorry to bang on about it, but the reason I'm banging on about it is like I'm relieved that it's happening now as well, because I was hoping that would be the case. Because when I saw it against Newcastle, I thought I can only see one. I posted it actually. I posted it on Glad and I posted it on Scarlet Fever, I think. That I could only see one winner if we play the way we play, and Edinburgh take their games from pre-season, that same standard into this game. There's only one winner. I see us pulling away for a bonus point win towards the second half. I know that might come back to bite me, but that's what live TV is all about, isn't it? And it's about opinions. So
it is. That's what it's about. We're not proper commentators.
There. 2 of them are wrong side. What are they doing, ref?
Get him out there, that's it. Give him a dig. Come on, Rob Evans. Look him holding Rob Evans. Get off, you asshole. Sorry.
Language, Timothy. Gotta listen. He was saying stop. He didn't listen.
New directives, isn't it? Darcy Graham's well up for it.
Good. He's in touch.
He's in touch.
Great tackle. Our wide tackling is very good, considering that's the only little bit of danger they've shown.
You gotta watch that Darcy Graham. He's rapid.
He's a good little winger, this one, but he's not a rugby player. If you notice, every run he's making, the ball is under his arm. Look, ball's under his arm. He's not even looking to keep a defender checked with the ball in 2 hands at all. Ball's under his arm every time. Now, I know in that instance, perhaps that was the right thing, but what I'm on about is, if you watch him, every run he makes, even if he's breaking up the middle, ball's under his arm at all times.
Yeah, fix him, yeah.
Pack doing alright. I'd like to see us try and improve our scrummaging a bit. Don't give the penalties away and put them under pressure more.
Yeah, we're getting silly little penalties right now, mate.
Yeah, this year, and it's just allowing them back in. So nice, tidy, take you know, and an out. That's nice.
Oh, scruffy.
A little bit scruffy.
Right. Set it up.
This is where Scott and Foxy need to be steady and influences you.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look after the ball, boys. Respect it, man. Bill Martha only knows one thing. Yeah, one run forward.
No, that's look better. At that.
Oh, it's tremendous.
No, they finally did it there, that they put the man into space.
They will check the last pass here.
Do you reckon?
I think it looked a little bit forward. I think they should.
It was a good try, in that what's got us out there is that we're so used to them not really being able to do it, but no, that was good from the outside half. Poor defence.
I think they need to have a look at that last pass.
We went to sleep there, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, we did. We didn't look after the ball, did we? They definitely got.
Even though that defending was poor, though, we should be marking up there. You know, they shouldn't have been able to score so easily off for that phase without a hand laid on them.
Yeah, I know. Have they looked at this last pass at all?
Robert Andrews saying they're living off our mistakes. I agree totally. And this is the frustrating thing: is the only thing that's going to keep Edinburgh in this game is us. You know, because when we get the ball and we're dominating, they haven't got an answer for it.
Scoreboard, Bal.
Oh yeah, scoreboard. Right, okay. Thank you, Chris.
Rob, I do agree right now. We are making a mess of this. Structure seems to have gone. First 10 minutes are pretty good, and then we're a little bit all over the place.
Oh, right.
I definitely think our last pass might have been a bit forward, man. They haven't looked at it though.
No,
that's annoyed me.
At the end of the day, I think as long as it's the same for both sides, that they're not nitpicking, then I mean, you want to see the one that they allowed. Oh, boys, man, now's not the time to be doing this. You're the full-back. You've come up in attack as a full-back, and you're throwing scruffy passes. So when there's nobody back, luckily they haven't capitalised, and this is against better sides. They'll straight away know that it would have been back to the scrum half, chip over, and turned us. You know,
frustrating. I don't know why he's gone with that little pop. Just go down, set it up.
There's no need for it.
It's frustrating.
Penalties away when we're just going through the basics.
Frustrating as hell to see ours.
We need
from an international player as well.
Scott, exactly. Foxy and Scott need to just, calm everything down here.
Hello, Sione.
Oh,
Kieran. Jesus.
They're leaving these feet out, and he needs to be more clever with it.
So annoying. Frustrating as hell.
Shame.
He needs to slow down a bit, to be honest with you.
Our tidying up of the base of the ruck there needs to be better as well. The only feet that should be around there should be ours. Any other feet, they should be. You've got to deal with it and get them out the way first of the ball.
Yeah. I'm trying to pop my camera off a second. I'm still here though.
Yeah. So we're gonna break in play here. Frantic start, but in general, I mean, the scoreboard isn't really reflecting what we're seeing in the game.
Yeah.
Rob Cosler saying we need to reset a bit here. Definitely play with a bit more structure. Yep. Edinburgh doing little to nothing other than individual breaks. Exactly. And that's what they relied on when they played in their 2 pre-season friendlies. There was no rugby that they played that you could say, oh, that was a phase there where they went through. I can't remember more than 3 or 4 phases of play from them, and it's the same again tonight from them. If you ask them the question, right, if you want to score, you're going to have to go through double digits faces, but they haven't got to open it because they don't know what they're doing. But my worry is that they clicks and that they suddenly do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, against us, typical. Yeah. Hopefully they click when they play Ospreys now.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it. It's all good anyway. I'm not going to moan. It's happy days. Proper rugby season back again. Big derby tomorrow as well. We'll have a chat about that later. Oh, it's just a good move for them. Don't let it bounce.
Johnny McNichol.
Oh, well done.
Well done, Ryan Combia. Well done, boy.
I thought he might have gone then all the way.
Do you remember that try he scored against Ulster from a similar bit of play, yeah?
They've got to be offside there now, ref.
And that was a great try he scored in his debut as well against Ulster. Tremendous.
And he went off the boil a bit after that, though. It's almost like it affected him. In that there was still parts of his game were very raw defence and kicking and position-wise. He's still young, wasn't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's got talent.
I do rate him more. I do rate him highly.
Yeah. Oh, watch out, boys!
Oh, Sam. He's gone all the way.
But he's going nowhere. We defended well there, and that we came in straight off his feet. In the side. Side. So there's someone wrong. They're giving chances though, Edinburgh, and then they're not very good at taking them, are they? I mean, if that was us now, where we just made that break, you'd expect to, if you don't score, you build the play and put the pressure on and sustain the pressure to get the penalty, you know?
Yeah, look, 7 straight off his feet. And a little bit head as well, eh?
I know. Let's have a look at him. They might have a look at this now. Let's have a look. He's straight over the top there.
He's come in. You can't see him miss angle as much.
I know what you mean. That other elbow, but it was more. It wasn't an elbow.
Yeah,
it was what do you call it? A neck.
Forearm.
No, he had his arm around his neck. Bit. Come on, then, boys. Time to put the authority back on this game.
Absolutely. In the shadow of Murrayfield as well. Come on.
No, straight. See it. It's a shame.
That's one issue he has got. Mine really is. I love everything else about him, but his throwing when it comes to line outs has always been relatively poor.
I've never really noticed it too much myself, but now that more, you're not the only person I've heard say that recently, and there was evidence of it that you can get away with one maybe, but if you want to be a top level hooker, you've got to be hitting marks. You can't be, you can't be on them. I can get away with too many of them, right? For us.
Yeah, I agree.
For the Scarlets, in that at another club, a top level hooker wouldn't they wouldn't put up with it. Free kick again is more. He doesn't like our scrum, does he?
On a minute. Crowd calling for Sione Calamafoni offside.
Yeah.
He's just a good line speed.
Good tackle. Yeah, get up on this. Forward. That's all right.
Come on then, boys. This starting stations right now.
Chat about this scrum now. Find out what's happening. Because you need to sort this scrum out because it's costing us. It's giving them an entry back into this game, a foothold into having some possession and territory off the decisions. If we're having these silly little free kicks. Especially if it's a war ball, kills you, and where we were looking to maybe make a play and chip downfield.
We need to be a little bit better, be a little bit tidier, tidy things up a little bit. Good scrum.
That's a good kick. Is it going to go? It's going to go.
Here we go, Steph.
Was he in his half?
No. I don't think he was.
It was close.
I can't remember.
It looked close, yeah. No, it's our ball. Now then.
Come on then, Ryan. Get this right, boy.
Now, see?
Better. Borderline as well, mate.
It was borderline. He's giving it them.
What for?
It's changed on his head now, isn't it?
Our discipline's going to dwindle a bit,
We're not playing any rugby to achieve this.
No, it's all our indiscipline. It's all there is right now.
where I think we're in for this game. This is developing into a nervous arm wrestle, but the way we've been playing so far, it's been like this, in that we're just in a big arm wrestle. It's all a bit muggy, it's all a bit messy, back and forth in the first half, and then in the second half we hit the new level. So let's hope that carries on.
Fingers crossed, pal.
Yeah, this is it. Let's hope that trend carries on.
What's Darcy Graham doing here?
Maybe Edinburgh will go into the break now thinking, we're doing all right. You know what I mean? And they don't realise that, no, we've been really poor. That wasn't straight.
That's not straight. Jesus, referee.
Straight. And they're in here now. He's looking to give a penalty here, isn't he? Look at him holding on. They're holding on.
Yeah, I hate that, see. And Samson as well.
He's giving the advantage, huh? I think we'll do well to get away with a penalty here. Nice in.
Too easy.
Second time now, and now you've got to ask the question. Foxy has got together. There's a breakdown here somewhere with regards to the defence, and it's not good enough. Because if these lot are scoring like that against us, what's the other team's going to do?
That's too easy. Like Blade missed.
They spotted the forwards there. That's all. I'm being a bit harsh there on Scott and Foxy because obviously they were the other side. But that's their man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. Hey, scoreboard.
Yeah. I'll wait to see if he gets the conversion. I'll do the tries up.
Disappointing.
Very. But at least we are going to come out switched on for the second half, I would have thought, after this display. I think Dwayne's going to go on him.
He needs to say something half time, didn't he, Dwayne?
Yeah. Did he get the conversion? Yeah, 40.
He did, yeah.
There you go. Well, it's not, in fairness, Edinburgh have taken what we gave them and built what they had to, what they were allowed to, Hopefully,
you've allowed them into the game. Simple as that.
Edinburgh start to open up a bit and play it a bit fast and loose. Oh, it's in the air, ref. That's in the air. Surely.
He's put his hands
up. Well to claim it though and lay it back.
He's been tucked in the air.
Don't be silly with these. We're trying. I get a feeling now we haven't had the ball for a while, and we're trying to score off every phase now.
Advantage. Second goal. Oh.
Yeah. That's it. Just build, yeah. The gaps will come.
Yeah, they will. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Keep going. Okay. I take a point, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'll go to the corner, to be honest. We need to reinforce our pressure on them.
Shows intent as well.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, though. Looking at the scoreboard, it would be nice to have 3. But he's missed one.
Yeah, yeah.
He's going for
taking him, is he? I got it. Didn't go now. Nice trip. Look at look. Weather looks good.
No, weather. You know it would have been raining and windy if we would have gone though.
Probably called off. Waterlogged plastic pitch. What's your thought on these artificial pitches, Nick?
I don't like
and
them.
Everybody in the chat. What's your thoughts on them?
I don't like them. They're alright for football. They're alright for training. But for a game of rugby, they just don't do it for me.
Good
I
kick,
don't like
Dan.
Cardiff's, I don't like Glasgow's, and I don't like Edinburgh's. In fact, anyone who has a plastic pitch, which they did actually do in the European Cup, they put them all together in the same group. Yeah, play amongst yourselves. Because we don't want to play. It's coming up to half time now, so I will just remind everybody this year, going into the half time, we're not going to have a break, but we've got a tribute to Roy that we're going to play. It's a minute of silence and a little video that we've put together in memory of Roy Pimpernel Davies. So I'm just giving you a heads up because it's 2 minutes to go now before half time. And once that's done, Chris, I'm probably gonna just shoot and make a cup of tea.
Look at this.
If you're
yeah, go ahead, you part.
Once the no, see, he's in.
Shocking. Do you know what, right? Do you know what I noticed there? Kieran Hardy was trying to bring that ball back with his foot, right? It wouldn't move. It's like the pitch is too dry, isn't it?
This is it. You know what they said yesterday in the Cardiff game? They were saying that the 50-20 rule is beneficial to the ones with the plastic pitches because the ball runs more. No, it doesn't. You kick a ball on this, once it bounces, it sticks. It sticks to the plastic. It's plastic ball on plastic grass. It sticks. It's silicone.
Kieran Hardy is having a nightmare, man.
I don't know whether this is Edinburgh's strengths. When they get someone running, their backs, they're all, this is what I call them, as gym bunnies, right? They're strong.
Gym bunnies.
No, they are though. They can run with the ball and that's it. But as for phases of play and thinking on their feet, but this is poor. It's all our mistakes. Annoying. Rob Coslet makes a very strong point here. Hardy needs to be subbed. Who's on the bench? He's out
Dane Blacker.
Dane Blacker, right? I didn't rate him much, but I have seen him have some good games. But no, I think that's save. It'll be more detrimental long term for Hardy. He needs to have a kick up the backside and he needs to go out in that second half and cut out the errors. He's better than this. And he needs to react.
He is better than this.
Right? That's what he needs to do. That's a part of his progression, of his game. Is like
there's a TMO, yeah? He's knocked it on, hasn't he?
Let's have a look. What are they looking at? Well, he's touched the scrum half. You can't do that. He's offside for a start.
Yeah. I think they call us back.
How can they give that? No, from the previous angle when he was in live play, I didn't really spot it. Look where the winger's standing. You can't come in the side like that and tap the... If the scrum half's got his hands on the ball, you've got to come from an onside position to do that.
You have, yeah.
How is it a knock-on? It can't be a knock-on. He's offside. He's created that knock-on. That's a penalty to us.
Yeah, no, you're just saying you're in Welsh commentary. You has to pick that ball up for it to be out.
And then he's fumbled it. He's fumbled it.
Yeah.
It's not the winger, sorry. It's the scrum half, right? But he fumbled it as well, himself. Look, he hasn't retreated at all.
It's behind.
He hasn't gone behind.
It's behind. It's still at 8 feet, yeah?
He can't do that.
Shingler's foot is in line with the ball. Or Dan Davies, sorry. He cannot give that try. He's saying that the ball was clearly out and that was my view live. We'll have a look at it again then, boy.
All right. So, well, of course, and the TMO is going to be guided now by what the ref says. She's going to give the try.
This is nonsense. There's a couple of things they haven't looked at you as well, mind. Like that high on Johnny McNichol taking the air.
Exactly. I hate it when all the fans saying, yeah, like we know best, and the ref knows best too. They haven't got a clue. They haven't got a clue what they're on about.
I can't fathom how they were giving this to you.
It's worrying. It is worrying that I was hoping maybe a new tournament that we could have a bit of better of a standard. He hasn't been as bad as what I've seen from others, in fairness, but I mean, this is... But it's our fault. So we shouldn't be in this position. Shouldn't even be in it.
Let's be honest, the Changlangs would have picked that one up.
Yeah, Palmer's...
11 points half time.
Jace is saying nothing wrong with it. He's got both hands on the ball, putting it in play. They've got to cut. Jace, They've got to come from
off
an
the floor.
onside position. They're not allowed.
No, it's not even just that. It's not even just that. He's got to pick the ball up for it to be deemed out of the ruck.
Well, this is it. There's so many things wrong with that on so many levels. Anyway, right, boys. Obviously, I'm going to turn this down now. This footage that I've got. So it's half time. Score is, obviously I haven't put the thing, I'm just going to put the points up. You chat a minute when I put the points and...
Of course, yeah, I'm just...
I know, it's flabbergasting.
Baffled. Absolutely baffled. There's two things the ref has got wrong there, in my opinion. Well, he's got a few things wrong, but the high, when Johnny McNichol took that ball high, he's been taken. Yes, okay, you might not have been that bad and he might not have been injured or whatever you, but letter of the law, you've got to have looked at that, surely to God. So that's one of them. That last try there.
After the first 17 minutes of that half, did you actually think that we would ever be 19-5 down?
Absolutely not. I thought Glasgow, Edinburgh looked a little bit all over the place. I thought he was just coming out and going for the gears a little bit.
You know the tries they've scored there are exactly the same tries they scored against Benetton and Newcastle that I saw. They were all the same. All just... One of their men had a ball in their hand and he broke a couple of tackles to score. That was it. There was no rugby involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No build-up play, no phases. They're not that sort of side, which is strange because Mike Blair is trying to get them to play a more expansive game. Yet they're not. Strange. But
it is.
While it's on the break here, and we've got a few of you in, we're going to go to this intro, the tribute we've done, because obviously you heard about Roy passing away. Before we do, obviously, it was a shock to, as I'm sure it was to all of you, but it was a shock to myself, because literally, when we were streaming the Leicester game, I distinctively remember mentioning Roy in the stream the week before. Somebody thought I was Roy because they saw Scarlet Pimpernel as my handle. They thought, as my YouTube channel, they thought it was Roy. And obviously there's a backstory here between me and Roy in that he was the Scarlet Pimpernel on a lot of the forums. And when I started my channel, I messaged him and asked him, you know, I wanted to use that name, do you mind? He goes, yeah, great, use it, and all this, like, you know. Fast forward, you know, I've been in and out of YouTube and things like that, and I've made a lot of social media accounts with that name. Out of the blue, we started chatting. I was telling him that I was going to be turning it into Scarlet Fever TV, and we wanted to make a fan channel out of it. And he was talking to me about that he was planning to do up like a Volkswagen van and go on tour around Europe. And then he wanted to start a YouTube channel to document it and vlog. And I said I wanted to do something similar on the bike, and if we ever met up in Europe, we were going to vlog together. And that was the last time I spoke to him, and that was in July of this year. So obviously, when we heard, we were actually live on air when the news broke, and it threw me, because what was supposed to be half-hour live stream turned into, I think it was like 3 hours, because I didn't know what I was doing when I heard that name. I was absolutely dumbstruck. You know, everybody who met Roy on the forums would be absolutely infuriated because he had the knack of saying things to wind you up. You met him in person, and what a lovely, humble, generous guy, fun, so amazing to be with. So with me and Chris have spent sort of like some of the spare time when we're setting the channel up. Obviously we've got the photo, I don't know if you noticed, the photo of Roy on the scoreboard, but we've just put this little tribute together and we're going to play it now. It's a minute. We purposefully thought it would be apt not to put any music or sound with it, so we'd like you to just take a moment and look at some of the memories. You might spot yourselves in some of these pictures and everything. So we're going to run this now. I'm going to mute our microphone so you don't hear us say that for a minute, then we'll just come back and have a quick chat. And if you've got any memories of Roy, pop them in the chat now so we can all discuss our happy memories of such a great man. Okay, thank you. Okay, and we're back. I hope it's not an enjoyable thing. It's never an enjoyable thing. But we just felt we had to show something. And I don't know of many other fans that sort of like would command this. I mean, he's commanded such a response from a lot of people that not even some of our players have. That's the standing of how much Roy was respected and loved amongst Scarlet fans and further afield. He had friends who were Ospreys fans and things like that. So Rob Coslet comment in here, trying to see it, I come up on my other feed, yeah. Last memories of Roy was sharing wins at London Irish with him. He was so much fun, had the Scarlets in his heart and demanded the best because he knew what we were capable of it. This is it, and this is why I got on with him. I used to be of the mindset of like all positive, and when sometimes he was critical, he used to get rounded in on the forums, and people didn't like it, and still there's that goes on today, not with other people. But when you realised, when you met the man, exactly what Rob Coslet said there, and we've all got that bit in us now, in that a little bit rubbed off on us all, in that. I mean, I did it the other day. I was moaning about the stadium being painted, and on Twitter it all kicked off. People thought I was having a go, but I'm only saying it because I'm just like Roy used to. We're saying it because we know we could be so much better. This club could be huge. It's got everything that no other club has got, and Roy knew that, and that's where his sort of that's where it was coming from the heart, like but yeah, it's Greg Williams has said, did not have the pleasure of knowing the man, but a very dignified tribute, respect. Yeah, he did. I mean, and clearly you can see people that didn't know him. They can. I'm just seeing highlights here. Sorry, distracted me. Of Fletching his Neath. Without even knowing him, people are recognising that, whoa, this guy there must have been something different about this guy to have caused a reaction like this. Now, I know a lot of Scarlet fans that I've stood with on the terraces, some were very close to Roy further back than me, because he was actually in school with me, but I was a lot younger, not a lot younger, but I was younger than him in school, so I didn't really know him in school, but I knew he'd gone to the same school as me. And it was through work I found out by accident this week that all these years I've been working alongside his sister-in-law, and it wasn't until this sad news that we just happened to mention it in passing, and we realised we both knew him. Well, she had a connection to him, and she didn't realise that I knew him quite well, just as the same as a lot of us did. So I didn't know how to handle it, to be honest. During the week I did shed a little tear. It hit me. I was just on my own. I had a little sing-song to myself, Sosman Mach, in my workshop, as I do sometimes when I'm getting excited for the game. But as I sang it, I thought of Roy, and it hit me. But it's hard to know what to say. Our condolences and our thoughts go out to all his friends and family during this tough time. And from Scarlet Fever TV, from both myself and Chris, we'd just like to extend any sort of, if there's anything we can do to his friends and family, if there's any way we can help, if there's anything you'd like us to sort of put on the channel in respect for him, then please get in touch, because we would love to be of service to anything that is needed during these tough times, in support to his friends and his family. So right, while I take stock, I'm going to have a little tea break, just go make a quick cup of tea. Are you alright to take the reins?
You carry on, pal, and when you come back, make sure to update the score. The Scarlets on 8 points.
Were they?
1 penalty. Yeah.
I'll do it now before I go, otherwise you might forget.
Okay, fine.
Because otherwise they might score straight away in the second half, and then I'd be right. Be
a mess then, so, be all over the place.
Away Pens. 1. We will be, just as an aside, if anybody's come in late and you wanted to see that and you missed it, we're going to play it again at the end as a fade out for the tribute to Roy. Just in case any of you tuned in specifically to see it and you missed it, we're going to play it. Don't worry, we'll play it at the end as a fade out as well. Okay.
We'll also post it on our Twitter page as well.
So
it can be shared amongst friends and family.
Yes, that's a good idea, actually. Okay, I'm going to mute my mic and I'll see you in a bit, okay?
Have fun, pal. Have a nice cup of tea.
Okay, take it away.
No. Just checking on the chat now. Where's that photo from, pal? I can see the fairs behind. I think Nick said that was... you are right. I know the jersey. It is European jersey. I'm pretty sure Nick said it was Reading away. I was actually at that game myself. I don't know if you were in the same place, Rob, but there was a load of us in a bar right next to a train station, pretty close to the stadium, before that game. You know, it was the one where Mark Jones absolutely skinned Topsy-Ojo to score a hell of a try. Right in front of us all Scarlets fans. We were all on the, let me think how to say this, the tunnel side of the, I don't know which stand it is, but the tunnel side of the Majestic Stadium. And it was that game, I think. I'm pretty sure of it, because I had the same shirt that day as well. I love that shirt. I'm pretty sure that's it. But you were drinking with the landlord the night before. Okay, so I was actually up there with my brother. You might know my brother, Chippy, they call him, Matthew Edmonds. He's a ginger-haired fella. He owns a car valding centre on Inkerman Street. I don't know if you know him. You might know him through the rugby and stuff. He goes around a lot as well, you know. But I was with him. Always when Steve kicked the penalty at the end. I honestly don't know. I can't remember. But I'm pretty. That kit rings a bell. But I'm pretty sure that time, the game I'm on about, we were actually wearing the brown and red patch sort of shirt. I'm pretty sure we were in that, but I can't for life of me remember. Sparky did score, so I remember him absolutely burning Topsy-Ojo for pace. And being a kid, you know, it's like, oh, he just killed him, he's destroyed him for pace. And I remember thinking Topsy-Ojo, one of the fastest players I'd ever seen, until Mark Jones had a race with him. And Mark Jones battered him. But I'm thinking it might have been that game. I'm thinking, sorry if I'm wrong, but Speedy will know. We are back to the game, guys. We are back to the game now, so let's tune in. Oh, okay. I thought we could take then. Edinburgh on the attack, pushing into about 22, just short. They look important here. Just yards all the time. There's 10 yards there. Deep, 22 now, look. 39 seconds into the game there. 15 yards out. I hope we sort this out, boys, otherwise it could be a long season. I hope we sort this out. This could be a really long season if we continue like this. Let's hope Speedy's theory is right and that we come out the better team second half and fire in and want in the batter someone with a bit of luck, eh? Going back to what you said earlier, Rob, as well, I'm in agreement, man. We need a monster second row. You know, we've lost what? We lost Jake Ball. We have lost Tex. Obviously, Tex was a bit of a load of times with his cards and, you know, but still, he was a monster second row. I'm sure there's one more gone in it. Obviously, now with Sam Lucy out today, he's been pulled last minute because of some injury. Here we are, especially if he's injured and out for a while, we're looking very threadbare in the second row. Everywhere else, we're pretty stacked, I think. We got a lot of cover everywhere, you know, like Nick did allude to earlier, but second row, I think we need something. We definitely do. Knock on lets us off the hook a little bit here, I think, early in the second half. Let's hopefully we can have a nice exit here. Hopefully we can have a nice exit. Good scrum, clean exit, up around the halfway line somewhere. and try and go again. Hopefully we can build something. Started so positively as well, and it's put a bit, I don't know, put a bit of a dampener on it for me, to be honest. I'm wondering where Morgan Jones is as well. I don't know. I highly rate Morgan Jones. I highly rate him. We had 3 London Irish fans behind us, and they tapped on the shoulder and telling me how fast Ojo was. As Sparky went round him, I was with the key of... Oh, okay, Met Police. That day he fell in love with our team. As do many people, buddy. I've had a couple of friends who I've said, oh, come watch a game with me and stuff. And they're like, oh, all right, okay, day out or whatever. And they've ended up loving the Scarlets ever since. Oh. Hardy is poor, I agree.
Well, he's having a tough time with it. I tell you who was also, nobody's really noticed, but he hasn't done enough for me to it's what you need from your outside half. When things are going wrong, you need your outside half to start dictating what's going on. And he's been oblivious. That's all he's done is shove the ball out to Scott and Foxy to deal with.
Yeah, Dan Jones doesn't dictate games for me. I'm sorry.
We need to make that change. I was thinking about it while I was making my cup of tea now. I was thinking what else really has struck me about that first half. Dan Jones was non-existent. In that we needed, that's where the outside half needs to give it here. I know what we need and I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? Whether it's a kicking game, whether it's just tactical kick, position, whatever, to get us away, you know? He's trying to play from everywhere. You know, we're trying to do this here now. I don't like it. It's risk. It's high risk. But let me just turn this up, you know.
I don't know, it's just something's not right, yeah. It's not looking right, you know.
I mean,
every time Edinburgh got the ball, I just expect them to make a big line break and go through and do something. At the minute, we're just a little bit all over the place. Like, yeah, it's come in. Look, it's come in.
We're not tackling this winger. We're not tackling him first up.
Yes, well played.
Right.
We'll tackle from Foxy later.
Give it another 5 minutes. I'd like to see this change made where bring Sam on.
Bring Sam on and bring Dane on.
To be honest, I think it'll be okay. It'll be a better move to leave Hardy on and change the outside half. Because then I don't
know, he's doing a lot of silly stuff and he like holding the ball too long and too much dragging it on with his feet. Sometimes you just got to get in there, get hands on the ball and send it. Like,
if it was Cowdo on the bench, I'd maybe say, of course, yes, right? But it could equally go just as bad with Dwayne Blacker on.
It could.
Hey, listen, never mind that. Where is it? I got my bake ones here, right?
Oh, now then.
And they're not cheap, happy shopper ones from Bates, right?
Mr. Kipling?
Proper Mr. Kipling, boys.
Ah, exceedingly good, pal. Exceedingly good.
That's what I need, that's what the team needs. You don't tell me he's fumbled. Oh, I thought he fumbled it again then.
I've just noticed something he does a lot, look. Sometimes he doesn't look where the ball is. He just expects it to be, and he's got his hands down looking up while he's looking for the ball. And that's causing errors. Knock on Glasgow, Edinburgh.
Yeah.
A bit of field position here, boys. Let's shape up a try here was furthest on.
I haven't missed any scores while I was away, was I?
No, you haven't, no.
Oh, no, I can see...
Almost. They were hammering away our line for the first 2 or 3 minutes there.
Games in now. What do we all think about this league so far? How are we taking to it? Is it going to be any better than what we were served up in previous years?
If we win it, yeah. If not, no.
Good answer. Jack says, are we human or are we Scarlets? Come on, boys. Exactly.
At the minute, I don't know what we are. I don't think they know right now. They need to shape up, pull their fingers out. Stick to the structures and stuff, man.
Yeah, I tell you what I need to do is have a look at this chat box.
I'm just going to pop my camera off once again. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm still here. I'm just doing this.
I'm making a... Sorry for the silence. I'm just doing a little thing here. I'm trying to make the chat a bit bigger. Hopefully.
Just drag it out, boy.
No, not that. The font. So let's see if that changes things. As someone type a message in, let's see how that reacts on the screen. Because the chat was really small on there because the font was too small. I'm hoping now it hasn't gone stupid big. Rob Cosler says he'd like us to roll the Costello dice. Exactly. Slippery Sam would give them a totally different dimension. There you are. The chat looks better now. Rob Cosler says, great try. Great try. We haven't seen nothing yet. I hope we score from this. Come on in.
Hey, Nick, I think we might score you.
I got a funny feeling we might score as well. Come on, there's gaps here everywhere. It's got to be. Go on, Steph. Oh. Well, he's giving it a try.
Easy work.
But I tell you what, the gap was in the middle and he didn't take it. Ouch. Yeah. Rob Cosler says, ouch. I think he's in touch. I think we messed that up.
I think Steph knows if he was in touch. He doesn't look very happy, like, you know.
He's in touch.
He's normally all smiles and.
Oh, it's close. Know what the problem for me is there? It's not so much the finish. That should have been an easier try than what we made it. The gap was wide open up the middle when you take it.
Oh, he didn't straighten up, like. Sometimes you got to straighten up instead of go cross field.
Oh no, he's looking. I'm going to have my big one. No, he's in touch. He's in touch.
Checking it.
Oh, but they should give it anyway now because we had a terrible one.
Why didn't he do his jump like he did in the first one? Then?
No.
Well, weren't we on a penalty advantage? Well. That should have been a lot easier.
Definitely.
Oh, I like how you're giving Rob Evans a little jab, Ben, right in front of the referee, and he hasn't said a word about it.
Well, I haven't had one of these bakewells for ages.
I do enjoy a chai bakewell.
I tell you what, I'm having a sugar rush now. I've been off sugar for a while, see. I have honey in my tea instead of sugar.
Oh, there you go.
So when I do have like a cake or something now, it's like poof, I'm sliding on there like a proper like a sugar drug rush. Belly us, come on.
Look after the ball, but what's he can't
Calm down, Chris. You've gone off camera, pal.
I have gone off camera a sec, yeah.
Right. I thought you did something by accident in your temper, see?
No.
Rob Coslet says, my daughter's saying hi, Nick. My daughter's saying hi, Nick. She actually thought your real name was Speedy. I like it. Hello.
Why do you call you Speedy, Nick?
I forget the name now, but hello. Coslet's daughter.
Why do they call you Speedy?
It was just a name I picked for the...
You picked your own nickname?
No, for the forum.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't so much... I pretty quick, but not amazingly quick. It's more about that I'm mouthy and quick to answer. If so, like on the terrace, talking or answering back to somebody, or especially if you were away from home in Ponty or something like that, where they're chops in my mouth, I'd be straight back in them, chops in a way, and come back with something like.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Talking of coming back with something, here I am. I'm back.
Bless you now, April, he says. Hello, April. Ron said his girlfriend's call him Speedy. What do you mean girlfriends? Look around one.
Come on, boys. Let's have a look, you know. Let's...
Oh, we're having pressure, you know. We're going to make it count. We're going to get something, even if it's a penalty, because that brings us back into the game, you know?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Back in the game. I still bring, you know, it's counting these minutes, you're coming up to 50 minutes, you know, I bring Sam on. I like Dan. I don't dislike Dan as a player, but he seems as if...
He's not an attacking 10.
He's not. But I'm quite happy to have like a stable 10, but he just doesn't do enough.
No, I know what you're saying.
He goes
I
through
agree.
motions, and it kind of smacks of...
Look at the mess here. Come on, boys, man.
To be better. Come on, boys, get up onto this now. Let's do the Leinster latch. Come on, take him out off the ball and create some gaps. Oh, damn! Oh, we got a man down, Shingler, is it?
Aaron's down yet.
Oh, come on, boys. He's flying up offside. There's got to be gaps now. Oh, we're playing panic rugby a bit here now. There's no shape to this. These passes from Kieran aren't great.
Yeah, there's not...
He's shoveling it. He's not passing it. He's shoveling it.
Yeah, he is.
How can you slip on a plastic pitch? There's no mud.
There's a trip more. I think, look, it's something's on the floor. I think his bottom of his tog has come off.
So, pull him off.
Release.
Hey, pull him off. Well, I needed that though, didn't he? Huh? I'm not going to criticise anyone who said take him off. Even though I said I'd leave him on. Anyone that said take him off, I'm not going to criticise them because it was evident why people were saying it. But I think that try there now, and there's elements of his game he needs to work on, right? But that's a nice break. Clumsy score, mind. But this is.
Do you know what was clever there?
Yeah.
Watch this, right? Watch it again. John Davies has cleaned that man out after he's held Steph Evans.
These small little,
made that gap.
Yeah, it's these small little elements to the game. It's what Leinster do. It's what Munster used to do. A man would come in for the ruck, but he makes sure he drags somebody else into the ruck with them, so that he was creating a gap in the defence. You know.
John the Fox has done it well. He's opened that gap. He's held the defender in, so he wouldn't have got to Kieran.
And I was thinking about this, you know, how sides that are successful, how do they get away with it? The reason they get away with it is because they do it on such a level, with so many people doing it at the same time. The ref doesn't know what's going on, so he thinks, oh yeah, play on. Whereas if
there we are, 7
doing
points.
It, and when he did that, a try was even better. Converted try, let's do the scoreboard then, innit? Right.
Scoreboard now, eh?
Yeah. Away tries.
Shingler's going off. Who comes on now in the row then?
Is that Sean?
Tom?
Oh, he has come on.
No, he's up, mate.
Alright.
I think it's going to be Tom Phillips coming on, I think, yeah. I think he's on, yeah, I see him.
So Blade up into lock.
Blade up into lock.
Are they talking about his contract here now? Because I heard them talking about Tom Phillips. What is the latest on that then? Can you divulge live an exclusive for Scarlet Fever TV?
We'll have to ask Amber. Amber, can we divulge more information on Tom's situation? See if Amber says, you know.
Yeah, it's the Bakewells I was, that's right. As soon as I started eating Bakewells, we started to score. I should eat Bakewells all the time.
The lucky Bakewells. Yeah, so Amber said, well, go ahead. He has signed a new contract.
Took another bite.
He impressed in the pre-season games, and the Scarlets offered him a 2-year deal.
Oh, excellent.
So he's now a Scarlet player once again.
Brilliant. Good to see. Local boy from a town as well. I took another bite of the Bakewell, Chris, and we won a penalty.
Penalty.
There's something in
just
this.
keep hammering them Bakewells on, right?
Shall we go to the shop and buy more? Oh, is this still California there?
He's down, yeah.
Right. He's a tough lad, don't he?
Doesn't look like nothing too mentally, does it really? That's a contact lens, I don't know. Will Griff is on.
What's happened there then?
I have no idea what the hell's happened here.
Are they looking at it? Because I think they might be looking for foul play here.
It looks like it's something with his face, like when he's laying on the floor and stuff and being treated, but
yeah,
maybe he's took a finger to the eyeball or something, yeah?
Is he calling him?
Nothing clear and obvious, the ref said.
Right. Yeah, Jack Smith said, good point. We're suffering in the second row, the same as Cardiff are suffering in outside half. Very similar point.
Yeah.
But Cardiff, in fairness, weren't like the outside half. It's just freak injuries. Because they all, you know what?
Yeah.
When Lloyd Williams, I think it was, went outside half for them, he had a knock as well. And he nearly went off. He had a bang to the head. And they nearly lost the third outside half. Conor Ryan. Oh, good steps.
That's a knock on.
Oh, foot out there. Did you see that? Like Barrett. Yeah. Like Barrett for New Zealand. He stuck his foot out then. Karate kick.
Oh. He took a shoulder to the head, that Cardiff then. Rob, the shoulder, not deliberate, mind, but...
That's the key there.
Come on then, Big Tom.
That's the key Rob Coslet says that I agree with. Because there's a lot of people like going for the easy thing of, oh, we're weak there in the second row. Shins isn't the second row. But it's like, he'll be okay. But on the wet grounds, heavy grounds, when you're up against bigger forwards, then it will be an issue.
Yes.
But on these plastic pitches, it hasn't been all game. It hasn't been an issue for Schindler all game. It's only because he's just gone off injured. People are even mentioning it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's had an amazing game, but he's been, like, there's no problem at lock for us at the moment in these sort of games. Come on, Scarlets.
Well done, Blade. Well done, Blade.
I think Blade would be a decent lock. Penalty come in.
You like to wait, didn't you, I think?
Offside. You tell him, Andrew Grace. Tell him, and if they don't listen, tell him again.
Yeah. And then give me a yellow card. Did we take points, yeah?
Panel 290980. That sounds like an American cop show, doesn't it? If Scarlets scored every time I had a bake, well, we'd never lose. Trouble is, I got a conundrum now, because if
I'm gonna bite that bake well quick.
I'm exactly right, yeah. I'm talking a minute though, you won't hear me and it'll be all over the screen.
Just sit there scoffing your chops. Oh, we're going corner. I thought he was
if Scarlet wins are attached to me eating Bakewells, I'm gonna have to sell this top because I'm not gonna fit in it for long if I'm eating Bakewells every game. Right, you're a liar. Well, the throw wasn't bad, but timing with the jump was out. Or at least they kicked this straight back to us anyway.
If your Bakewell theory is right, dear Nick, I think we have to have a word with the Scarlets, see if we can get a new main kit sponsor next season to be Mr. Kipling.
I need to just adjust this back down, this chat box, because it's too big now. When people are typing bigger messages, it's taking up too much space. So we'll go somewhere in between and try that.
Edinburgh, not a powerhouse pack, Nick. The Safa teams, Munster, etc. will just scrummage, aim for the 50-22, and outpower us. I still don't see a lot of effective big carriers yet either. No, apart from Shawnee. We are...
Yeah, no, he's right there.
Will Griff's a good ball carrier, I think.
More carriers.
But obviously, you know...
Well, Tom, this is it. Perhaps this is what Peter sees in him. He's combative, you know? He punches well above his weight, doesn't he? Really.
Who's that now?
Tom Phillips.
Yeah, he does, yeah. He's a powerful boy, man.
He takes it in, and in the tackle and in the carry. He offers something else, you know? This is why I'm thinking maybe move Blade up to lock. You know?
Mark Jones on beer.
That's a good change.
I like him, mind. He's plenty of aggression.
He's solid.
I know, he came from Leicester, Sale or something, didn't he?
Sale, yeah. Oh, come on, man! No way! This kid, like, this is the problem. It's not... Once they pick a hole, they're good runners. That's what I'm on about the gym bunnies. They are strong. Oh, he's got a hat-trick, isn't he? Or did he already have it? Look at this.
Well. Scarlets.
Oh, that's poor. Well, what can you say? Yeah, all the messages are coming in.
You need to pull our fingers out here quickly if you're going
Poor defending here. Jack Smith, Dan Jones needs to go off. Definitely. But that's defence there. That's pure normal defence. But we're finding out.
That's just, yeah.
I mean, the thing is,
state.
You look at the way we played against Leicester, and you look at what Leicester have gone on and done with that same team, right? Because they played the full team against us, and they've gone on and won their first 2 opening games, right? Convincingly.
Yeah.
Against quality opposition in Exeter, right? So you're thinking, you know, this needed to be far better. Edinburgh are not a good team. This is worrying.
Yeah.
Is that Sam on? That's Sam on.
Right then.
Phil Price is
it looks like your Dwayne's gone. Right, I've had enough of this. Sam, on you go,
Sam
boy.
on.
Go and win us the game.
And this is the moment where he wins the shirt for the season. Because if he does play better now and get us playing better, not about winning or losing, you know, but just getting us in this, let's win this last 20 minutes. Because we have been poor.
We have been very poor. After a good start in pre-season, we've Dane Blackers on. He likes to try. In fact, I think every time I've seen him in a Scarlet shirt, he scored.
Yeah, I'm Blackers on. Around the breakdown, defensively, we've been wide open.
Yeah, we have. We've been poor.
Knocked it on. I've done... No, I haven't. 26 in it. So that's the bonus point for them.
It is.
Just when we were getting back into it.
Still not all over.
Oh,
11 points.
What have I done? 1 sec. 26. There you go.
WP Nell is on.
The prop for them. He's old guy, isn't he?
Scottish international, isn't he?
Yeah. It's good. He's a horrible scrummager in that he normally gets penalties. He's good at getting penalties his way. I know, good to deal with. Who's that 18? That's not Tom, is it?
What's that now?
Who's 18? Is that the prop, is it?
Will Griff John,
yeah, I thought so.
Big Will Griff.
They're enjoying
Phil
it
Price
now.
is on.
They got the bonus point. They're just going to break the game up now and sit down.
20 minutes left, long time. I mean, it's 11 points in it, you know. If we can score, puts them on edge, then.
That's it. I'm just going to jump in the chat here. Thomas Sheehan. Hello, pal. Nice to see you in here. He had to go to Trostra, so missed a bit of this game. Can't tell if we're playing well or not. Good in flashes, but shambles at times as well. To be honest, mate, we started the first 17 minutes. There was only one team in it, and that was us. Edinburgh are absolutely shocking. But after all that dominance, we only scored 1 try. And we should have scored a few more. And then suddenly, they sort of... Our mistakes have let them in this game, and they just... Every time we've made a mistake, they've scored of it. They haven't played any rugby, Edinburgh, at all. To dominate us, to worry us. People are saying about second rows and all this, but I'm not seeing that because that's not what's happening in front of us. We're not having a situation where, oh, we're being outpowered. These are mistakes that are gifting these tries, not being overpowered, you know? And it's all very well saying, but when it's wet, yeah, but we don't know that yet because that's not happening, you know? So...
Indiscipline's cost us as well quite a lot.
Indiscipline and sloppy defence, right?
Yeah.
That's what's cost us. And right, one of the tries was, it should have been disallowed because he was off, you know, he came into the side of the ruck. He fumbled it as well. He scooped it back and fumbled it.
And the ball wasn't even out.
No.
The ball wasn't out.
Plus he was offside. It doesn't matter.
It's like Andrew Brace has forgotten what he's...
If the ball is out, it doesn't mean if you're offside, in an offside position, and that ball's out, that doesn't mean you can come again from an offside position. That just means you've got to come from behind your back foot to come and grab it. It doesn't mean that it's open play from any direction. You know?
No, exactly. Very annoying though, very annoying. Let's see, you know, oh, it's their ball, okay. Get a penalty, miss.
There's a good comment there. Anyone know why we let Kasim leave? I'll expand that. Why we let him leave and didn't replace him. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Dwayne Vermeulen was available.
Big Dwayne, imagine him coming to us.
Yeah, what you play in Appeal, you could have gazumped them with your contact, surely.
You think so, innit?
I don't know, I'll bite my Bakewell. So much for the Bakewell's working.
You mean they're gone out of date, do they? Or throw them?
I don't know. We're having a bite now.
The Bakewells. The lucky Bakewells, come on. Clean, nice and clean, here we go.
I saw it from that first 20 though. Scott and Fox, they were looking great, but it was all basketball stuff. And they weren't doing the basics.
Yeah.
They weren't putting their stamp on the game. These boys in the Edinburgh's backs, they're waiting to hit things. You know? Or waiting for a big burst to express themselves physically. And what's
happening, yeah?
Something's happened. Scott looks a bit groggy, so I don't know what's happened. Somebody's hit him, I think.
What's happened here now then?
You'd think it was on us because we had the ball. Off the ball. There's a
on the floor,
off the ball with Scott, look. Oh, he's punching him.
Hello.
He punched him twice.
He's having a card, yeah?
I'm not sure what colour this might be. This might not be yellow.
There's a punch, it's got to be red, yeah?
This might not be yellow here. He's punched him twice when he's on the floor. Let's have a look at this, yeah? What is he doing? I tell you what, this could be our lucky break. Was he yellow at least? If he's connected with punches on the floor. Watch this now. Off the ball here, he gets on top of him, look. True. There's one on the floor there, and then again, watch here now. Watch here.
Hang in.
Watch here. There was one
another elbow as well,
pulled off.
That's got to be a card, surely. It's got to be a red, this man. He's thrown a punch.
There was two punches. There was one to initiate it. They're looking again here now, look. Watch as the players clear. There's one.
What they want to do, you know, is use that zoom in circle camera.
He's lining it up. There, look. Elbow and a punch to the face. And then he gets another couple in here now on the floor. Because you could see by the way Scott was walking, he's groggy. You could see he'd been hit. Oh my God.
Oh, shut up, Andrew Brace, you tosser.
He's staggering around the pitch.
I'm going to have a word with 16 Blue.
I think he might have slapped him initially, but then he put the elbow. He follows through the elbow on the floor.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
I'm allowed to do anything. We're allowed to do it, boys. We're allowed to do it. From now on, Edinburgh player on the floor, elbow him in the head. It's fine. No worries. You gotta laugh now. When things are not going your way, they don't go your way. Big style.
Did you hear that though? He said, if it happens again, you guys will leave the field. So Scott Williams is going to get taken off the field for being slapped about.
He's like, it's Hartford, it's like Scott was part of that. He was on the floor getting it. What's he expected to do? Tell you what, hold Andrew Brace down and start hitting him on the floor, see what he does back.
This is shambles for referee,
Andrew Brace gets back up after being hit on the floor, we say to him, listen here you, any more of that and you'll be off the field. Can you imagine? These refs, they haven't got a clue.
You could probably Amber kick it off in the background. She just caught up and playing.
I could hear it. We need to score next.
For sure, yeah, we need something.
Game. Rob Cosler saying the commentators are saying it's a great call. Exactly. You know, on the app, Chris, can you have the English commentary? Because I can't see.
I don't think so. On your red button, that isn't it?
Oh, it is. No, the little. Yeah, it's Eddie Butler, man. I've changed it. I got Eddie Butler.
I'm actually watching it. Oh, you can do it.
The little semi-crotchet, or whatever you call it. The crotchet quiver thing. Do you know what I'm
Oh, Dane's been caught there.
Shocking.
Good.
We're not winning this.
Get him out there.
We're not winning this.
Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. We are crap, I mean, aren't we?
Definitely.
We're just not good enough, right now.
It's poor all around. And this is against a poor team. Rob Cosler says they can wrap they can wrap this league up in the shiniest paper, cover it in glitter, and have a pretty bow on top. At its core, it's these abysmal refs. This was my worry, is like we all know it's not as bad as what it used to be. Because it was terrible years ago. You couldn't watch it. You daren't watch like an away game in Ulster. You're just pointless watching it. Pointless turning up. You know, it was pointless turning up. And it's still like that a little bit, to be honest. But at least you would get moments in those games where they let you play. You know, you'll get a
I know you're saying,
few moments to score, and you've just got to ride the storm basically. But I mean, it's like an exercise playing against 16 against 14 basically, isn't it? When you go to like places like Ulster.
Yeah, sometimes. Well, Scott Wills.
Oh, that's poor. You know, doing things like that, you haven't got that space. It's got to be it. Yes. Johnny Mack. Well done.
Beautiful try, mind. Beautiful try.
It was well. You are
under sticks, Johnny. I'm sick.
Well, are you behind me, are you?
No, I was just watching it and commentating, as you said, like.
But this thing with Dwayne Barker, I thought, he messed this up. Because you shouldn't normally have that much time to be able to do that as a scrum half, right? At this level, you'd think that there's a back row going to come and scrap you, you know? But it's good from John Davies, and good awareness to see. Beautiful.
That was a good try.
Off the ball from that prop on Scott Williams again, did you see that?
Yeah.
He shoved him off the ball. Right, well, if he can nail this, that's big pressure on them now. Because they've had the ref up,
it is.
Up their back.
Well, it's pressure on him now, isn't it?
They've had the ref right in the ref, they've been. Right in the crest of the wave.
I'm surprised you haven't got another look or something.
That looks good. Excellent.
Nice kick.
Right, away team. So, away points. 22. Game on, boys. Game on.
Game absolutely on, yeah.
3 tries, bonus points in sight, boys. Never in doubt.
Come on, boys.
McNipple. Yes. So, Foxy with the fend. Get in. I'm lying, boys. Come on, Scarlets.
Sam Costello, that's a great clearance.
Oh, what's happening? Time off. Injury, is it? I haven't even had a chance to drink my tea this second half. Oh, it's the hooker, this guy is. 16, is he? I don't
Yeah,
like
Dave
him.
Cherry.
He's a bit annoying, isn't he?
A little bit, yeah.
It makes me think, like, if there's going to be a mistake that they lose the game on, I hope it's him that makes it.
Gives a penalty or something.
Oh. They're through again so easily, man.
That was a powerful pass,
Excellent
surely.
play, Combia. Excellent play, Combia. I saw it in the chat, so I knew it was coming.
That's a great bit of tackling.
You're not expecting him to be able to do that there. Good reaction.
He's been brave there, man.
But we got to sort these brimming breaks out. They're cutting us, man. What's going on? Scott? Scott, is it going off the boil a bit? I think we need to make a change here, but there's only young one Nicholas on the bench. For the backs, so we've got to keep centre
back
on.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Who would go to centre otherwise? That's fine. That's fine, it's a knock on. Come on, drill it down. Oh. Collision, California's in the walls, yeah? Oof.
Always gives his old knee, surely.
I think, while there's a break and play, I think we need another power Bakewell.
Power Bakewell, yeah.
Yeah, power Bakewell going in, boys. Expect us to score a magnificent Bakewell style try any minute now. Kozler says you're one as a centre, yeah.
I mean, in the 2 pre-season games, he was hitting lines hard, man, and breaking them.
Yeah.
It could well work.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Because it's like, there's a big drop-off in quality, though, but Scott is struggling a little bit. The pace, he's been out for a while with injuries, isn't he? You know what I mean? So, and you can see he is off the pace a little bit. I give him a more, how many minutes are on here now?
He'll come good.
Will he get a second breath? You'd like to think so.
Scott will come good at some point in the season. It'll click and he'll be outstanding. Watch.
While we've got a break here now as well, I was just going to put it out to the chat, guys. Would anybody like to... What time is your Ospreys Dragons game, and would you like a watch?
2 o'clock.
Oh, is it? Right, okay.
I won't be here for it because, it's my birthday tomorrow, and Amber's got a game as well. So
well, I hope you have a lovely day.
I'll be down in Bury.
I'm actually been invited for dinner to a friend's house tomorrow, so if it's 2 o'clock, I won't be able to do it either. I was thinking it might be in the evening, but
yeah. Off the webcam again, buddy.
All right, okay. Callum Foley stayed on now because he's got a scrum cap on.
Yeah, he's out.
So we're a man up here now. No silly penalties now. That's killed us a bit, mind. These silly free kicks at scrum.
Yeah.
Oh, don't give it. Oh, I thought he was going to give some of them then. I don't like these early movements in the scrum because it's like he's picked up on them and he's giving them silly free kicks. If they get a silly free kick in here, look at the position that they're in, you know? Or a penalty is criminal. If they get a penalty out of this, and that's why they're taking the risk of trying to make it unstable. They're hoping the ref gets it wrong. You know, they'll instigate it. The ref gets it wrong, gives them the penalty. They can kick it. They're getting a score clear then, aren't they?
Yeah.
And with 11 minutes to go.
We need to be well disciplined, you know, and just work hard, get up a pitch and score. Use it, man. Scrum's getting smashed.
Nice break. It's our ball. It's alright.
I like he didn't.
This is a problem now for a young player like this now. He's trying to do a lot because he realises it's on him to instigate these moves. And is he trying too hard, you know? Oh, I didn't. I don't think he even hit the player, did it? No, it's their ball. Gutted for him.
It did look like it, didn't it?
I thought it was, but no, on the
completely.
replay they showed it just chipped into touch. It's the angle that made it look like it was charged down.
Up on him.
Now this is what the Edinburgh I'm familiar with. You know what I mean? But and so for them to score that many tries, look, they've done it again, man. Sorry to shout, boys. That's piss poor.
Very much so. Very much so.
Every break, Scott needs to come off. One of the centres needs to come off. We are leaking breaks every time there. There's a man down now, and it looks bad.
I think it's John the Fox. No, it's not. It's who's the hell is that down?
What is it? The prop? Will John? Knock forward, ref. They knocked that forward. That's through the middle. That's fine. We got it. Come on, go.
Hold on, Sammy Costello, boy.
Oh, is that? Oh, I thought he was going to go 50-22. Hold it on, ref. Oh. Snag him.
That's it, boys. It's divergence here.
No, easy, no penalties. No penalties. Make them play out here now and we get the ball back. It's worrying about those breaks they're making every time through the... And it's
Scott Williams looks out on his feet. Yeah. Look at him, look at him.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's not in position there now, right?
No,
so
look at him, he's trudging back.
Out
look.
in the midfield and they're spotting it every time.
Oh.
Poor. I'm glad they've kicked.
He's called stop and they haven't stopped, so...
That's it. Nice. Ah! Well, it's how it was anyway. Oh no, don't let him through. Don't let him through. Don't let him through. Oh, it's shocking, this is. I don't need this. 8 minutes to go, boys. By our clock here. Scarlets miraculously are in the game. Still. She thinks it's Tom though. That'd be the worst thing for him because after all this clawing his way back, just having a contract, I hope it's not something serious. Because given his history of his injury problems. There's another score in this for us. It's just whether we can hold them out and stop these breaks that they're making. They're making these breaks far too easily. He's still in the same position.
Who's getting stretchered, yeah?
That's the one that was done at the start of the year on. When we made the break past him. It's the prop, isn't it? Because it's been stopped for a scrum. We don't actually deserve to win. But we could actually, if we can get a score, we'd win with a bonus point. Work out.
We'll take a win. Deservedly not, we'll take it. And those 17 minutes we played are nowhere near enough to say, oh, we deserve to win this game. And the rest of the game is nowhere near good enough to say we deserve to win this game. No, not completely.
But
who is this going on? I can't work out who it is.
I think it's the prop. Will Griff John. Because they stopped him for the scrum.
I hate Eddie Butler's voice, mind. It's like he's whispering, telling you a little story.
Me and Sal, Jason Palmer, we met him in Bath. Just going through the treasure where we need to look at the issue. See if they show off the ball here now.
I did see it there.
It wasn't Scott though, I don't think. It was somebody else. I think it was Dwayne Blacker. He should have charged him off the ball. Oh, now they're thinking about who's injured. On the English. Are you on the English feed?
He just said he thinks it might be Tom Phillips.
Yeah, he's saying it's Tom.
Yeah, it's Tom. Look, he got the strap in on his legs. Tom getting stretched off here. What's he done then?
Sorry, Amber. For those of you in the chat that don't know, obviously Amber in the chat that's in the background with Chris there, that is Tom Phillips' sister.
Yeah, it's Tom.
And let's hope he's alright. He strapped his leg though.
That's just a second row, like they strapped the leg to lift, you know what I mean? That's that, isn't his leg, yeah?
Yeah.
I think he took a bang to the head, yes.
They just said that they were strapping something to his leg just now. That's what they said.
Oh. I think he took a bang to the head, yes.
Yeah. He's holding something to his head, ice pack or something. Hopefully it's just like hematoma, whatever you call him. Yeah. He's got a big bang on the. He's just holding his head now. It's hard to tell.
Come on, man.
You'll probably get a text off him later, will you?
No, won't hear from him tonight, no.
Alright.
Won't hear from him tonight, no.
Oh,
be in
come
Edinburgh.
on, boys, man. No penalties here now. Because that's so fine this is now. Even if they get a penalty, it's game over. Because that's all they need.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, saying I don't think it changed it today. We still need to try to draw. He's crawling, ref. He's crawling with the ball. Oh,
Andrew Brace has had a nightmare, hasn't he? Andrew Brace has had a nightmare, to be fair to him.
Right,
yeah, it's been knocked on.
I'll be honest with you though, he's given us
plenty. We don't want to scrum you.
He gave us plenty in our first half to have got out of sight. You know? We didn't capitalize.
Oh, Jesus.
Advantage. But it's only a knock-on advantage, isn't it? So we got the scrum.
Scrum, yeah.
If we're going to do something...
They'll want to go after this scrum.
Yeah, if they get a penalty of this scrum, they could get this game over. You know, it solidifies them that they can't lose.
Yeah.
You'd think then. They can, worst case scenario would be a draw. Time for a bit more Bakewell, is it?
Get Bakewell's down, you boy. Oh, God, come on, Scarlets. If we lose today, the only thing that'll make my weekend good is the Dragons winning tomorrow.
I think they will.
Look at the scrum, look at the scrum. Dave Cherry standing up.
Nice. Nice!
Oh,
they're throwing stupid passes. What are you doing? Set it up.
Sometimes
you've made 50 yards. They can honeypot to that. You know, and there'll be gaps to recycle that ball and get it out, go in right.
Yeah, yeah.
Why I agree. We're trying to score off every phase.
We need the ball, yeah. I do nothing with the ball, come here.
Holding on, ref? No. Oh, there's a punch and a shove there. Mark Jones and their prop.
Oh, come on, boys.
Sorry, I know we're getting engrossed in the game here.
Yeah.
Bob Andrews said hot-headed offloads. Exactly, it's shocking. Trying to force it a bit, keep trying to go for the middle offload. Thomas, Sheehan, yeah, I agree. Exactly. We can all see it. It's crazy. You know, oh, that's a big call. That's a big call.
Don't go, Dane, don't go. This has got to go down in the 22
go down the corner, yeah. Catch and drive. As Rob Coslet said, win ugly, Nick, take it and improve. Right, exactly, that's what we're going to do. There's a lot, at least there's a lot to work on in training. You know what I mean?
Dwayne's got a busy week.
I mean, we're lucky to even get a bonus point out of this, right? A losing bonus point.
Great kick. Come on then, Sam, boy. A little bit of magic here now.
I mean, the thing is, I mean, we've got 3 minutes here now to go all out. Yeah, we're playing sevens in a 15-man game. Exactly. Throw-in's got to be perfect, you know, and everything's got to... You don't expect it to, though, because we've been just as bad as Edinburgh, to be honest.
Look at that, man.
What?
We're so
it's
poor right now.
You're not going to get anywhere in the game if you cannot execute things like that. That's terrible. I actually looked away when I couldn't believe that they lost it. I didn't see how they lost it, but I just saw that they lost it.
Oh.
Steph's been quiet, hasn't he? He's hardly been involved.
Well, he's scored one post. He could have scored two,
yeah, but apart from that, during the game,
like,
yeah, during the game, like,
he's down, Reese. Too much shoveling, boys, man. Even Sam Costello's having a pop, yeah. Oh, that's going to yelled on. Right, in the corner, come on.
Oh, I tell you what, more Bakewells, and you know, they are making us live on the edge of our nerves, you know. Right, I got bad news, boys. That is the last of the Bakewells, so it's no one ever.
I haven't got cherry Bakewells, I've got cherry aid, maybe that'll help. I'll just keep swinging this.
So, line out. We get one more bite of it, boys. One more bite at the cherry Bakewell.
Let's get it right. Get it right. That's all you got to do.
Right, at least, you know, because what can you hope to achieve? You can't get your attacking lineouts going and winning them. It's inexcusable. And the thing is, it wasn't. If it goes up straight and they time their jump and their lock or their blindside flanker gets up and steals the ball, fine. But when it's falling to one of their props on the floor, you got problems. Yeah?
You have. You have, yeah.
2 minutes left, Chris. Quick predictions. You think we're going to do it?
I don't want to say anything.
Well, I said before the game, bonus point win, and I'll stick with it. We'll pull it out the fire. We don't deserve it, but I got a feeling, because we did have a rolling on where we scored, but they didn't give it, didn't they? If we can get the line out one, there's no excuse why we can't put them under pressure here. Edinburgh are a team that, when they are under pressure, they tend to crack. They've split that. That's it. Get back to your feet, boys. Get it moving.
Are they really under pressure? Because
well, this is it. They weren't. We didn't put them under pressure from it. We went through motions, basically.
Dave Cherry's offside there by a country mile.
That's a tackle, but he was going down, in fairness. Oh, he's not.
Fuck, crying out loud.
It bloody on.
What you doing here, boy?
Fun, you know? Here we go. Oh, don't be silly now. Don't be silly! What are you doing? Oh, he's lucky there. Come on, Johnny Mack. He can be a good
I tell you what, man, Jamie Ritchie has been an absolute thorn in our side all game.
Yeah.
I think he should have man of the match.
Come on, boys. Go on! Go on! Oh, he's dropped it.
Man. There's a bit damp in there, or? Oh, look at this. Look at Tom Price. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty.
And I tell you what, if he's doing that against us, can you imagine what this, what's that full-back for Bristol? Something's going on.
Pietau, is it?
Pietau or whatever it's called, is he?
Pietau, yeah. He's in the ruinous.
He is going to absolutely ruin. He must be licking his lips if he's watching this. He's probably not. He might be watching us, but not the game. I did send him an invite here. And Thomas here, and a lovely message from Thomas here. Boys, whatever the result, great content. Looking forward to more of these this season. will these be every game or will you be at Pack Scarlets for the home games? That's actually what we were discussing earlier today, is what we're going to do next week, because they've been quite successful, and we're getting in a good habit. And again, for the Lions game, maybe do a stream. I'm erring onto the side of we'll do it. We'll watch it on TV and we'll do a stream. But for the big games, we're gonna go to that for the home big games. Liberty Stadium. I won't be going anywhere near that or whatever. No, it's called the synthetic.com stadium now, isn't it?
Synthetic.com.
It must be hard for the Neath fans that follow the Ospreys.
Come on.
If there are any, seeing the stadium called Swansea, innit? It is a standalone, it always was, wasn't it? In Auburn name, but they preferred to not well, I don't want to read that anyway. Because I don't want any of them coming in here.
Come on, boys, last chance. Come on.
I can't believe we're having another chance of this. It's almost like, you know what I mean, it's destiny.
I know.
In that, you know, Edinburgh are struggling here. Because you know what, as well, when they turned the ball over, they haven't looked like they know what to do with the ball to try and see the game out. Shocking.
All over. Well.
Shocking, boys. And, you know,
I didn't know Edinburgh had that many fans.
You know, if I was here, if I was Pack of Scarlets and we won a game like that, they'd be like, oh, what a dreadful game. Up there, they're loving this. They think it's amazing. That's how starved of decent rugby and you know, that they don't know what decent rugby is. They barely put 3 phases together again. But the problem was they only needed 2 to score off us. That was the problem. Yeah?
Yeah, I know.
I said one of the weaknesses is if you keep your defence solid, after 3 phases they run out of ideas, they don't know what to do. The problem is they've got these gym bunnies in the backs that they can burst a tackle and beat people just by running with the ball under their arm. They don't need to pass and handle and create, you know, when they can just burst. So,
yeah. That was disappointing, only mate. That was very disappointing.
I tell you what, we need a reaction when we come back home next week. There needs to be a big reaction. So
Lions as well next week.
Yeah.
You know what they're going to bring?
Here we go. Look, Nigel Owens is going to put his 2 pence worth in now. Great. I thought we'd seen the back of him, and now all of a sudden he's in the commentary boxes now all the time. Suddenly he's an expert that's played the game. Yeah.
Well, that was. I just feel gutted, like.
Yeah. Shocking. Oh, they're going to show us the highlights of this. Look at this. Yeah, you know, you're having a look now who's responsible at the first tackle miss to allow in that space. It was Dan Jones. He took on Dan Jones every time. He did. You know, it's not like me to say Jason Palmer's right about anything at any time in my life. But on this rare occasion, he is actually right. Dan Jones was very, very poor today.
I said it at the start, mate, when we first started doing these, and I'll say it again. I don't think he's good enough. Honestly, I don't.
My issue is,
like, today it wasn't just him.
To say he's not good enough, he's proved against Bath and against Toulon that he can play at that level and be in a winning team. But he's not proving it now, and you're only as good as your last game. So I've got to sort of say, yeah, there's a point here, there's a problem here. We need a backup. Well, we need an experienced outside half to come in and
it's just frustrating as well.
Sam along, because putting Sam first choice for every game that's not correct. It's not correct procedure.
If he's good enough
for his development. No, but he needs someone alongside him. Remember what happened to Colin Stevens?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Colin Stevens, when Jiffy left, they just put Colin Stevens in there, 18 years old, and just kept playing him. And then when he was having bad games, we had nobody else to take the pressure off him that was experienced. Yeah. And he suffered. His game suffered. He didn't achieve what he should have in the game, Colin, you know, because he had those psychological scarring effect of being in quicksand in a game and not having somebody to sort of like help him, you know. And I think, to be honest, you know, I always wonder, with a psychological sort of sports science with the coaching here now that we have for kickers. As if that had been around, why did we get rid of Ryan Lamb? And the thing is, though, right? It is funny.
Better option,
but not quite. That's too far the other scale. There's got to be a decent player out there that's been around enough, but is still young enough to, to get a game going. I'm trying to think of somebody actually.
Mike Hercus.
I mean, you mentioned the other day, what's his name, that went to Leicester? He's with Gloucester now, is he?
Owen Williams, isn't it?
Owen Williams. People like that out there, like, they've gone away. Yeah, like, look at the scrum half situation. We've got Scarlets have got scrum halves all over the world, right? In that it comes to our academy, and if they haven't made it with us, they go off and they're playing for other teams. You look at the Welsh teams, you look at everybody, right? They've all got Scarlet scrum halves. Now,
yeah.
I'd like to think if there was someone like that out there, I don't laugh that, all right, he's been with us before, whatever, but there's still like a Fijian or someone like that now. You know what I mean? Out to laugh that is strong, can tackle.
Yeah.
Got a good kicking, half decent kicking game, and would come on a contract to us. You know what I mean? They're probably not going to get like an Australian, New Zealand, or South African. They're top level, but you'll probably get maybe a South Sea Islander or something like that. You know what I mean? Who can do a job to just nurture Sam along and take. So there's not every game looked upon him. But it's not, I tell you, I got serious doubts about Dan Jones now. Look, watching him here today, he was
one thing we forgot about, we have got Patchell coming back.
As if he wasn't there. No.
Yeah. So one thing he does that really winds me up, sometimes he thinks he's a forward. He's in rucks. He's stop it, like.
Yeah.
Do what you're meant to do. Stop all the nonsense. Just get on with it.
Yeah. It's just it is frustrating. I miss Regan King.
I miss him every day.
You're making me think of something here, in that it's this thing about Scott and Foxy as well, is that they are very similar players.
Yeah, they are.
There's no balance to it. They have played well in the past before. There's no reason why it can't work, but there are elements to it where it's a bit limited. And I think the bench, we got the bench wrong tonight. We got the bench wrong. I don't know what was wrong with Tommy Rogers, whether he was injured, but I can't believe he wasn't in the team. I think Ryan Combier, he's not quite there yet. I know you can't blame wingers for this performance tonight, though, right?
No, absolutely not.
You can't blame it. Was half-backs where we were struggling. Pack were okay, apart from silly mistakes like when we were in a position we didn't win the ball from the line out.
Yeah.
And we'd had the penalty. It's just handing the advantage back to Edinburgh every time. And we said it before it happened, didn't we? We said
you did, yeah.
All this possession, all this territory, and all this dominance we got, and we're not even trying. But that was the worrying thing. We were gaining all that from basketball, rugby. We weren't taking it up the middle and dominating them properly. We were taking the easy option by flicking the ball out everywhere. And it was like, as soon as they get a couple of phases going their way, we're going to be all over the place. You know what I mean? It was frustrating. Right.
It was such a promising start, and then after, oh God. I mean, every cloud has a silver lining. We did come in with a bonus point, which could be important at some point during the season. I don't know, but still.
And I think
I think we deserve to win, but it's just
well done, Edinburgh. I mean, they played what was in front of them. They saw a dodgy defence that they didn't need to play rugby. They just picked up and carried, and we fell off tackles constantly, and that's where Dan has let himself down today.
Yeah.
When you look back at that first break from that winger, I know there's a difference in pace between them, but you've got to slow him down. He didn't even make an effort. He just watched him go around and thought, I can't get there. It's like, mate, you've got to push him out then. You've got to make him make an arcing run So that slows his run down then, so someone can get back and get to him. You know, it didn't take much to get around Dan Jones, and then he was running straight to make a break downfield. You know, follow him across at least, push him away, you know what I mean? It's strange.
It's just Dan Jones wrecks me, to be honest with you. He's one of them players.
That was a poor performance from him. And to be honest, I said I was surprised that he got the nod to start ahead of Sam. I thought in the previous game Sam has nailed that shirt. Now, you can't be harsh then on Sam to come on in that situation when the halfbacks were all over the place. Sam needs to start with Hardy, right? With the better outside scrum half. Now, it's no good judging Sam off that second half performance because he's come on when he's on the pitch alongside all the replacements. And there was injuries to Tom, there was breaks all over in play, and we were playing catch-up rugby. That's not fair on Sam to judge him on that, you know? And
no, Sam didn't have that long to do anything, really.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
There was no structure.
The time he was on the field, they had a lot of ball. They had a lot of ball a lot of time, you know?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Going back to Dan Jones, do you know what he reminds me of a lot?
Who's that?
Gareth Bowen. Remember that one season he had with us, and he was outstanding.
Yeah.
And the next season he was awful.
Yeah.
That just reminds me a bit like that. You know, like Dan, if you look at him, the shape of him, he's not like a.
And what was the difference?
He's like an Andy Good.
What was present? You know that season he had a good season.
Yeah.
What was the scenario at that point? He was back up to Steve-O.
Yeah.
As soon as Steve-O left and he was number one, he fell to pieces.
Yeah, fell to pieces. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing Patrick come back. I know he's been out like a year or whatever, but hopefully he can keep some fitness and slot back in.
This is one worrying. I mean, similar to what's happened to Tom here. It's like, we're putting reliance on players that are struggling to keep fit throughout the season, and we do need more. We need a player that is. We do. You know what I mean? Nothing against these players, but at the end of the day, it's like I'm not about cutting losses, but I'm on about who we're bringing in to think of like, oh, well, that's going to be our first choice. Because we've got Patchell and he's our first choice, but we're not going to see him. And if we do see him, he'll play a couple of games, he'll pick up a knock, and he's out again for another 6 months. You can't keep doing that. Yeah. You can't build a season around that. Now, with Tom, it's not so bad because of the position he plays. But with an outside half, or number 8, or anyone like that, you can't have that. It's the spine of the team. You know?
Yeah.
So anyway, right. Sure. To be honest, I don't think we've done a little post-match breakdown here now. So I don't think, because we lost as well, it's like I'm going to leave the tribute to Roy as a fade out. On our end scene. Unless you've got anything else you'd like to add, Chris.
No, nothing at all, no.
Right.
Nothing at all.
No. Well, everybody have a lovely weekend. And don't be too down about the loss. We'll see you next time.
I do have one thing to add, actually. Right. It is my birthday tomorrow. I'll be in Buryport Rugby Club. If you want to buy me a pint, come down.
And why are you there? Why are you in Buryport Rugby? Because it's not just about...
Because my missus plays rugby for Buryport Ladies and she got a game tomorrow. So
there's a game, there's a ladies game in Buryport tomorrow as well. It is actually
1 p.m. kickoff. Yeah, Buryport Lady Blacks against the, what do they call themselves? Nelson Bells.
Right.
Nelson, a team from up at Valleys, Caerphilly way.
That's it, yeah.
Up there. Right. They're a good team as well. So we're in like a bit of a rebuilding phase. We've lost a lot of girls.
Caerphilly way. It's a bit rough up there.
That way,
yeah.
They're good. They're a nice team to play. We played them twice. Yeah. They beat us once. We beat them once. And as far as women's rugby in Wales goes, they're not one of the more dirty teams. You do get a couple. Like you go up to places like Unnisable.
Right.
That's what you call rough. Like, but up there, yeah. They all look like him up there as well. All women.
It's just they can spin further.
Yeah. But so 1 p.m. down in Buryport Ladies versus them. If you want to come down, crack on. It'll be a good day. It's a good watch as well. Women's rugby is a good watch. Enjoyable.
Yeah. Well, we're going to wrap it up there. So thank you for joining us. It's been a great start to the season despite the loss. Final score, Edinburgh 26, Scarlets 22. We're going to leave you now once again our little tribute to our wonderful friend who we're going to miss very dearly. With the sad news of his passing this week, we're going to leave you with this tribute as a fade out, and then we're going to give you a little thank you screen. So we'll leave you to it, and click the subscribe and the bell so that when we go live in future, because if any news breaks during the week, we'll probably just go live with it and discuss things. So that you can you'll know straight away. Claire Davies, right? Claire Davies is actually the sister-in-law of Roy, and she said, "Well done, boys. Lovely tribute to Roy. Thank you." We're going to click it again now. It's as a fade out as well. If you want to stay tuned to watch it. Thank you, Claire. We see you all next time. Take care. Ta-da.
Take care, guys. Ta-da.